Well, we're live now anyway, so
Let's go.
uh, as usual, the countdown is a fiesta. But hello
I
and
know what it
welcome
is.
back. Uh, yeah, we're here again, back for more D&D. So welcome to Polymorphed D&D. This what does one even call this stream? Like the watered down critical role? I don't even know. And we've already lost Goblin's cam. That's great.
Great.
Excellent start.
Ah,
Technology
I'm
is,
back.
is our strong suit here. But yeah, okay. Hello. Let's get into the recap. Uh, Last session, you you started out you started a session outside the Sky Keeps gates, where you were going to speak with Gazar, one of Apollyon's favored, and you found this kind of ritualistic circle that you used one of your severed heads that you keep on you from your heist at the man butcher's shop, and you used the head to open the gates, as it seemed like it required some sort of blood sacrifice thing, but not as dramatic of a blood sacrifice. No need to sacrifice an actual soul, just wanted to taste some blood. As you got inside, you saw this huge creature sitting atop a throne, its head kind of concealed by this thick smoky air that filled the Skykeep. The creature, Gazar, sent you all into the cellar to investigate what the strange things down there could possibly be. And so you headed down there and were soon ambushed by imps, one of which basically instantly took Dara down, and you just barely managed to survive that encounter. And after a bit of a short rest, you continued onwards, where you encountered Nurgalid, this toad-like fiend that referred to itself as Zethrine, and it offered you information as well as a way out of the cellar in exchange for sparing its life. But before there was any more time to debate that option, Storm decided to please forgive me for my sins him. And following that, Tazio literally one-shot the guy with a single chromatic orb, doing more than his maximum HP, just like that, in a single spell. The rest of the battle, you just had to take care of the imps, and then you were free to return back to Gazara and report your successful clearing of his basement. You got there, you talked to him, and he told you to return to Apatheia and tell her that he would do as they had agreed upon earlier. So you returned to Apatheia, you reported the news, and she then sent you to speak with her brother to report to him that she is now prepared for the battle. So you kept going on your little trip back and forth through Eschaton, and you headed to the Dretch Pits, where you, upon first entering, you found the pit itself, where this tall, armored, humanoid-esque creature with a horned skull for its head, wearing some sort of rusty and bloody-looking armor, was fighting the Dretch in the pit, just tearing into them and ripping them apart. You then found Apothemus, managed to locate him, as he was the only other kind of humanoid looking creature in there, and he agreed to his sister's request to battle, and told you that the battle would take place the next day. But he also tried to kind of persuade you into helping him as well, kind of implying that his sister could not be trusted and that he would always be willing to do what Apathea had promised to do if you maybe did something for him. But you just ignored that and decided to leave. As you were leaving, the armored tall creature appeared and was referred to or addressed as Eja, another one of Apollyon's favored, meaning that you had now met all three of the favored ones. But after that, you just moved past this creature and reported back to Apathea. After that, you returned to the Siphon Goat, where Storm spoke to Malcolm, the Tiefling, who basically just taunted Storm for being bad at bargaining and kind of joked with him about like, oh yeah, well, you gave me the dagger and do you regret it? And oh well, sucks to be you. In addition to that, he constantly kept trying to make Storm pay for even the smallest bit of information, even though the payment wasn't quite as big this time around, but something such as finding out what the dagger epitaph, what it truly did, would require Storm to go capture some creature on a remote island in the abyss. He also announced that he would soon be moving on, and so he was just relaxing a bit before that. Following this, Storm presented a plan to Dara and Tazio to challenge the victorious sibling after their battle. But things were a bit unclear if that would actually work or not, so he was given the fly spell to quickly head over to Apathea and see if it would work. Kind of ask her, hey, if I challenged, or if somebody challenged you, how would that work? Didn't really get an answer to the question except that, well, maybe not a good idea. And so on the way back, Storm swung by the man butcher and gave him the middle finger, basically. But didn't remember that this Norfeshni has the ability to teleport.
Even the best of us makes mistakes. What?
And so this resulted in a chase where Storm led the Norfeshni back to the Siphon Goat and brought it to the room, where it just bashed down the door and found Dara, of all people, almost killing her before Tazio rushed up and dimension doored himself and Dara out of there, kind of saving the day. Thankfully, Storm was able to hide behind the ruined door, which was basically the only place that the man butcher didn't search. And so it left, leaving you guys with quite a bit to clean up, basically. So when you spoke to the incubus innkeeper, he kind of told you that you would need to pay for it, suggesting that one way to pay it off would be for Storm to just share a bed for the night. But you managed to persuade him that it was basically the man butcher's fault, and so you shouldn't have to pay for the whole thing. So you got away with nothing more than a simple kiss, which drained half your life force, but that's besides the point. You waited to the next day, having to squeeze yourselves into a smaller room this time around. And you went to the high quarters to watch this duel take place. As the crowd gathered and you saw Artefemos step into the middle of the crowd and kind of announce what was gonna be happening. You saw this opportunity as a way for you to go and steal the infernal puzzle box instead. So Dara cast her fly spell on Tazio and Storm, who flew over to the five-pointed star and decided to investigate the office, Artefamos' office. However, well inside, although there wasn't really anything that seemed to guard the place, Storm failed to pick the lock to this rune-inscribed safe, even with Tazio's help.
With a 21.
I think it was wasn't it higher even?
Maybe 24.
Maybe it was,
something.
yeah,
It was
I don't know.
higher. It was.
No.
Exactly, I think it was like 24, but
24.
I'm not sure. Or no, it was probably 21 actually.
It was 24. I know, because it was higher than what Dara could ever hope to get.
Okay, I don't know.
Ah.
Doesn't really matter. It was over 20 at least. Because I think it was like a 17 at first, and then with the reroll it was over 20. Meanwhile, Dara kind of watched this battle, and the two of you managed to return just in time to see Apathea drain her brother's life force, thus winning the battle and killing him. And after a few hours of having to wait for her to return from her kind of talk with the Artefamos, you were, as a matter of fact, given the infernal puzzle box, even though that seemed a bit unlikely. So you packed up and left Eschaton, and on your way to the meetup point, you were taunted a bit by the cacklers, who were still there by the bridge, but you were surprised to find that Suffos was not actually at the designated meetup spot. So you decided to wait for a bit, try to open the puzzle box. In the meantime, both Storm and especially Tazio took some severe psychic damage upon failing. And so you opted to take a rest and just hoping that Suffos would appear the following day or something. And in the night, the cacklers, or some of them, approached your little camp and kind of mentioned that the Arcanoloth got grabbed and dragged back to the city by a creature that, when drawn on some parchment, resembled the creature you saw in the dretch pits, favored Eja. So you once again packed up and headed back in to Eschaton to finish your long rest in the Siphon Goat, and that is where we left off, with you re-entering the city. So, what do you do?
Go to our room and sleep for the night, eh?
Yes.
Right.
Then we'll have to figure out where we can go and find our...
Dredge pit. Where else?
Are you sure he's going to be there?
Quite sure. Where else would he be? Or we can
I don't
ask
know.
around
He should
at the
probably
dredge
live
pit.
somewhere. And would he go around with the Arcanoloth and just on a leash on something like a dog in the dredge pit?
They're probably keeping him somewhere.
We're gonna have to force the words out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Or Taz is going to.
I don't think we can force that thing.
Perfect. Yeah, we sleep.
Yeah, we go.
Right. You spend the night kind of in a bit of a worried state, twisting and turning a bit, anxious what awaits you the following day. But the night goes by, or well, night or day, you're not really sure anymore, since nothing ever changes here in terms of brightness. But you get your long rests. And what do you do?
Lads, you know, right? If the Suckos is dead, we're stuck here for eternity.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Or can you guys learn some spell that you can like head into the?
That's very high level magic.
Indeed.
We would probably need to be twice as good of a mage.
Oh lord.
Well, we could always try to go to the corner lots and see if we can buy.
That is technically true. We could try to buy some form of plane shift or
But
maybe
it not, can fail. So.
Let's first try to
yeah, I feel like
free the.
Schreiber wants his pal
Yeah.
back.
Indeed.
So let's head to the Dredge Pit and see if he's there. Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Perfect.
All right. So you head out from the Siphon Goat. You follow the main road back to the gate and take a turn towards the Dredge Pits. When you get there, you still see demons gathered both outside, and you push your way in, and it's still full of demons all over the place that are cheering and roaring and watching these Dretch be slaughtered in the pits. So what do? You look around.
Yeah,
you
we
try
want to find our
Yeah, walk in and perception check for the big man.
the tall.
Okay. Storm, make a perception check.
I want to do one as well.
Yeah, sure.
I can do it.
All right.
It's a pretty high for me.
14.
14.
My 23.
23. Storm.
18.
18. 14, 18, 23. Okay. I mean, even with a 14, all of you kind of eventually, as you push your way through this crowded room, you do manage to find this this extremely tall creature. This time around, the favored Eja is not in the pits itself, but rather outside, kind of in like a bit of a secluded corner where no other demons are kind of there. Like it almost looks like there are demons guarding him or it.
Now
do we
here's the
see
problem. Here's the
Dark
problem.
No, you don't see any signs of the Arcana Loth here.
So the problem now is how are we going to get the information from him? Can he even talk?
Probably telepathy.
You sure?
He probably can talk. It's just that he wants to look cool. Who
Yes,
wants to-
Storm. He wants
Because,
to look cool.
Yeah,
Telepathy's
that's
brother
100% it.
talk to him.
Well,
Yeah, Telepathy's brother talked to him.
Perfect.
But
yeah, I
he didn't,
suppose.
like,
He didn't
maybe start
respond.
to talk. Yeah, so he used telepath. He used telepathy.
Perhaps.
Perfect.
So
So,
how do we know what he said?
Yeah. Now the big problem is, do we think he's the friendly guy to
No.
start a conversation?
And
he
what was
looks
supposed
pretty
to?
friendly, lads.
And what were we supposed to say, like when we
You walk up there and you say, "We would like our colleague, our Konoloth back."
Maybe a little bit more diplomatic.
like
There's been a misunderstanding. Our friend the Arcanoloth has been
Or you,
taken.
you can go either way. You can say, "We kill you if you don't bring back our mob."
no,
Freaking-
No, then he will kill us.
like why would he listen to us though? Like this feels like he will just.
Let's just see what he says. He might say, "Oh, if you do a
Beat.
backflip, you can have him back."
Storm, no one
Not that
ever
easy, though.
no one ever asks for a backflip. Ever. Only
No, but
you
that
do
was
it.
an example. He will probably
Mhm.
say, "Oh, if you slay me in the dredge pit, go ahead." Or if you do a good work in the, we're gonna have to fight in the dredge pit. I'm
Probably.
calling it right now.
Fucking hell.
Oh no!
Okay, so
Make yourself ready.
basically,
Are we all
Let it
ready for
see.
such a possibility?
I
yes.
don't know how strong the dredge is, but let's see.
Look.
I look how strong the dredge is if they look like.
I mean, you get the sense that the Dretch are kind of like on the weaker side of things. They seem to be pretty useless unless they're in a kind of swarm.
Yeah.
Like they're not small by any means, but they seem to be kind of like clumsy and not like the smartest creatures.
As long as there are no imps in there, we're fine.
That looks quite fun, actually. We get
No.
recognition for killing the dredge.
No,
Hopefully, it
we
says
don't.
Woo!
You see currently in the dredge pit there's this this creature that looks like an Armanite, like the weapons dealer, who's kind of like shredding these dredge to pieces.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, we can always
Okay.
try to speak with him on.
Let's
what we
do
can-
that. Let's
Yeah.
go. I start walking towards the
Yeah, so,
big bruh.
Okay, walk towards that towards the favored of Apollyon.
this won't end well.
And as you kind of get closer, you see one of these big creatures that appear to kind of be guarding, or more like a bouncer, kind of that keeps this VIP area clear of any unworthy people. You see one of these. It kind of reminds you a bit of the keeper of the Bloodwell. However, this
Thank
one
God.
looks a bit different. It kind of has smooth gray skin. Still has the same amount of arms, but looks almost like there's a little bit more humanoid to it. Dara, you can make a history check.
Yeah, I metagame wise know what this is, but what history check, right?
Yeah.
21.
Okay, 21. You know of these creatures as Dregoloth. It's this Glebrezu and Drow mix that, historically speaking, has been created by some of the houses in the Underdark as a kind of like as part of like a demonic pact in a way. Usually the more powerful figures, these high priestesses, would create these beings, and from what you've heard, it's a very dangerous ritual, and you know, also a very powerful creature to have at your service, but it doesn't come without risks.
Yeah.
And you see two of these that appear to kind of guard this creature, and one of them just kind of like pushes you back as you approach.
I will speak undercommon with him and say, hold on. We just want to ask a few questions to your leader.
The head kind of like quickly moves over to look at you when you start speaking in undercommon, and it replies also in undercommon and says,
And what makes you think you can just go in there and talk to a favored one?
We have had prior knowledge of the favored and have worked for a few of them, and we would like to do some work for your leader as well. We wouldn't want to disrespect him by not giving our services.
We have only helped one.
I'd say that would be a deception check, because you haven't
Yeah.
necessarily worked for them.
Technically.
Most certainly you haven't worked for Artefemos. It's make a deception check.
Oh, it's a pretty bad roll, but I have got a really good deception, so 15.
Okay, 15.
Yeah.
Against like 2 or something.
No, natural 20.
You see the creature kind of looks at you for a second, tries to get a good read of you, and then just like, still with its hand, one of its hands extended towards the group of you, kind of keeping you back. It kind of turns its head around and just yells to this to the favor, like, and this time it's an abyssal. So Tazio, you would hear this. It says,
Master Eja, these mortals bring an offering to you.
I like send a message to Dara. What offering are we bringing to him?
Hold on. Services are what we're giving, not...
He said we were bringing offerings.
I said service.
You see the big kind of creature move just ever so slightly in this almost like throne that it is sitting in, and the Dregloth kind of keeps talking. He's like,
Offerings in the form of servitude.
And then the creature kind of like moves ever so slightly again. Do you do anything? Or do you say anything to each other?
So
or-
awkward for Storm. He doesn't understand.
I keep Storm up to date, I guess, with message, so he understands. So he's not blindly walking into this.
After the favored kind of moves again, just ever so slightly, the Dregloth kind of like gives a half bow towards him and then turns back to you and moves its hand away from you and just says,
You may approach.
We approach, I guess.
That we shall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I quickly tell Tazio that with telepathy that I have appeased the guards by telling them that we're bringing a service to the
But
apostle.
like, how are we supposed to get what we want if we're just offering something? We need to have a price for it.
We just get through the guards and then we go and discuss
Sure.
the details with
Sure,
him
sure.
if we can gain something from it.
I'm approached. I do a little bow to show respect.
Oh, Storm,
Yeah.
classy one.
We
Storm
do
just
that
kind of
as
like walks inside and then instantly does some sort of bow.
That's what
Tazio
guess
kind of
it-
follows
He's so
suit.
Let me guess
Dara,
in the
do
wrong
you-
direction as well.
Dara, do you bow as well?
Yes,
Since both
of
of your companions do so. Okay.
Yes.
So you all kind of bow. This creature just sits there unmoving and stares at you. You see these empty, hollow eye sockets and this skull-like head just looking towards you. You can't tell who this thing is looking at, but it's looking towards you as a group. It just sits there silently.
Greetings, favored one. We have come to you today to because you have something that we want, and we think we can make a deal.
It just stares at you.
A few days ago, you took an Arcana Loth from the teleportation circle named Saphos, and we would like him back, please.
Still just stares at you.
We are willing to do you a favor for getting him back to us.
There's no response.
Guys, he ain't responding.
I'll speak telepathically or something.
I do telepathically too. Greetings. I say the same thing.
You just see like a slight movement, but no response.
Maybe he means doesn't feel like we are worthy or something.
Do you want us to like show you that we are worthy of helping you by doing something?
Still nothing.
This is fucking impossible.
Why were we giving him something?
Guys, got any idea? I can tell him.
What do we have that is weak and useful, but a demon would like? A bone die, nice. That's something.
Come on, you need to keep us something. It's quite hard to negotiate or like doing
You
something
say
when you
that?
get caught.
You say
Yeah,
that?
I telepathically, you know. Yeah.
At that point, you see this creature just kind of like stand up, just towering up above you, and just like takes 3 steps towards you.
Did you just disrespect him? Did you just disrespect him?
Tazio, as you bow, you just feel this hand grab you. Just grabs you by the neck and then just like lifts you up and starts dragging you away. You see the Dragoloths kind of like look at each other and then they grab one of you each.
Judge feet.
Wait, tried to grab me?
Yeah.
Oh.
So let it happen.
Let it happen.
Are you gonna resist?
No.
We're gonna
Well,
be
if
throwing
they tell
down
me
the
to let
pit.
it happen, I'm
Like
guess I'm not.
Okay.
Let
So-
them catch the
I will
captain.
cast mage armor on myself.
Okay.
If this goes to hell, mark my words, I'll never trust you again.
Well,
You
you don't
trust
really
us
have
from
a
the
choice
beginning.
here. I think they will put us in the Dutch pit.
So, Tazio, I mean, you can't really speak right now because it holds you. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can't really see them either. I don't know if you need to see the target.
Well, then I didn't
But,
say trust me. I guess then you.
But
it's your choice.
it grabs you by the neck and just like carries you. The crowd just like splits as favored
Walk of
Eja
shame.
just walks with you, and you're taken to the edge of the dretch pit, and he just like holds you out over it, just leaving you dangling there, and then just drops you, and you just tumble down.
Is the pit empty?
Currently the pit is empty except for some like the floor is obviously covered in blood and there are pieces of dretch all over the place. Storm and Dara, you're also taken there. You see as Eja drops Tazio down into the pit, and these Dragoloths just take you there and shove you after. Tazio, you're dropped a bit more brutally than the others, so you're gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
I want to make a clean landing.
You wanna attempt a clean landing? Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Perfect.
He fails and breaks his back.
26.
26. I mean, yeah, you land very elegantly.
Perfect.
Just before the lulls, Dara wants to try that as well, even though she's gonna fail miss.
Go for it.
This can fuck you up. one way or another. Nice. And Leon froze at the best. Perfect.
Ah,
Wow.
yes.
Hmm.
It looks that talk. Great.
Awkward.
Kind of awkward.
Oh,
He's back.
There.
Sorry, my
Ah, we-
net just popped off.
Okay, did you roll or
No, I didn't roll. It froze mid-sentence, so...
Okay.
well, I roll now then.
Slowly.
6.
You tumble and you fall on your face and you take damage as well. I'll let you take half damage, so you take 3 damage as well, because you weren't
Yes.
dropped as violently. You just butchered your landing. Not the best thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, currently
I
preparing
do
a map.
gestures to the monsters on the looking in the dredge pit.
I will go to the middle of the pit.
Alright, do you all
I
want to
will
move to the
cast
middle?
my...
Yep.
I will cast
Doing
my
gestures,
protection.
bowing for myself. Oh,
I will cast my protection from evil and good on Storm because he's gonna need it.
You do that.
And then the armor.
This is gonna be interesting.
Please don't let it be him. Please don't let it be him. Please let it be like that Zorn or something.
Just give me a second here.
The Man Butcher.
come on.
Okay. I'll switch over to the map cam.
Cam.
Let him do it.
So here you have the dredge pits.
Oh damn.
Are you satisfied with how you're standing, or does anybody want
Yeah.
to move or anything?
Yeah, sure.
I am satisfied.
Alright, that's cool. That's good. Okay, so you see on all 4 sides, or in 4 different places, there are these kind of like small gates, just big enough for Dretch to move through. And you hear like surrounding you, these demons are kind of like getting more and more excited at this point. They're like cheering more and more, kind of chanting in these abyssal chants, basically. So, Dara, you cast your spell on Storm. Does anybody want to do anything else?
I'm gonna change these monsters' opinion of Dawnworlders.
I'm going to cast armor magazines on myself, because I'm gonna get hit.
No?
I already have mage armor, so nothing else I can do, I believe.
Alright.
Alright.
So, a few more seconds go by, and then you see how one of these gates just
I'm dodging.
is raised.
Yeah,
And
I'm
there's-
dodging too.
There's like a second of nothing, and then you see 3 Dretch that just come moving out of this. So I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Sissy.
Oof.
I'm just gonna grab some of these.
Fuck.
Oh!
Dara broke
Oh,
the
the
curse.
floops.
The
Yeah.
ploops. Give the
Ploops
ploops.
out.
I'm very happy I dodged.
Well, I don't think it works like that though. That's it.
Depends on the initiative, I guess.
I mean, like, if you're last, might work.
I mean,
There you go.
yeah, kind of. Okay, so let me see. No, I'm not gonna use that die. That was garbage when I rolled it.
Perfect. The door is not dodging. Fail.
Okay, so
But it doesn't matter. On you go.
20 and above, or Storm. What did you get?
7.
Tazio.
6. I got the nat one.
And Dara?
15.
What?
Wow.
Highest? What the hell?
I broke my curse.
Dara, you're first.
Damn.
So you see this gate open and these 3 Dretch come pouring out. Both Tazio and Storm are kind of like standing there in a defensive position, preparing themselves for this onslaught. So, what do you
4 squares.
Oh, that's an ugly motherfucker.
do? What direction?
North. So
1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Oh, did you search up how they look?
Yeah, on images.
and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
blast it with my average class.
But they
Okay.
aren't that scary though. Just a bigger ugly pig.
Is 13 a hit?
It is.
Yes.
Which one did you target? The one on the right?
The one straight in a line to me.
Yeah, so the one on the far right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh, that's a really bad one. 11.
That's exactly a hit.
Ah,
Okay.
Nice.
You do realize that I can only miss if I roll a 2 or a 1, right?
No, that would
I
be the same
mean-
for me. Then.
wow.
The thing is, you don't get the sense that these are very strong individually. It becomes problematic when there's a horde of them.
Yeah. 22 force damage.
Both of them combined, or
Yeah, both combined.
instantly just obliterates it.
Nice.
Damn.
You see Dara just like combine these 2 Eldritch Blasts, just shooting them into this one crossed beam, and they just slam into the chest of this little Dretch just as it kind of like runs out of the gate, and it just instantly just explodes, gore all over the place. After Dara's turn, it is the Dretch though.
I love that you like walk up to another gate.
Yeah.
Maybe not the smartest idea I've ever had, but you know, there's one gate, and I have Armor of Agathis.
Yeah, true.
So, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna move up like that.
Remember, they have disadvantage on attack one because protection from evil.
Double disadvantage.
Well, yeah, it didn't matter that I dodged
Yeah.
because they already have disadvantage on me, so.
So the one on the left is not gonna make an attack roll though. It is going to. You see how it just kind of like erupts from its mouth. There's this like gas that just has this very like putrid smell. I need both of you to. No, actually, wait. It should be on the start of your turn. So we'll wait with that. But you feel this kind of smell that is not very pleasant. Anyway, the other one is going to make 2 attacks against you, Storm, but it's disadvantage, correct?
Yep.
That is 13
Perfect.
on the first one. The second one is 13 again.
That's enough to miss.
That's not less indeed. After that, though, Storm, it's your turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. 16.
16 is enough.
Perfect.
You feel for a second how your muscles start kind of like tensing up in a weird way as you're breathing in this very disgusting gas, but you manage to shake it off.
Nice. I walk 1 diagonally to the right down.
Okay.
And I hit him.
Sure. Go for it.
That is a 14 to hit.
Yes. Just give me a second because actually I don't think that this has an impact. But in this area, it's considered lightly obscured. So it's basically like low light. I'm just gonna look this up real quick because I think it's normally just supposed to be like disadvantage on perception checks and stuff, but I don't think it actually has an effect.
But everyone
on
has
attack
dark
rolls.
vision, or...
Well, it's not darkness. It's lightly obstructed.
Okay.
There's mist.
Yeah, so you would just have disadvantage on wisdom saving or perception checks. I read like wisdom perception on the rules page. Yeah, but just make your attacks.
21 damage.
I didn't even know that you hit it. Or did you say that? Did you
Yeah,
say what you wrote?
14.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yep. You kill it. Right.
Perfect. Then. What fun thing can I do with a bonus action? Probably not, eh? So I walk up to the other one and try to hit him as well.
Okay. So make another attack roll.
That's 10. That's a miss.
That's exactly enough to miss.
Yes! Yeah, so I walk. No, I just did it.
Okay.
Perfect.
After that, it is Tazio's turn.
I will use my ring and shoot him.
Okay.
Shoot the motherfucker. Let me see here. That's 11 to hit.
That's exactly.
Rolled a 3. And the damage type is, come on, psychic. Nice.
Oh.
And that's
Immune to psychic. No, I'm just kidding.
11 psychic damage.
11 psychic damage. Still stands, but significantly weakened.
And I will go 5 feet north.
5 feet north. Okay. That's your turn.
Indeed.
Okay. In that case, Dara, it's your turn again.
Yes. Hold on. My internet is pretty bad right now, I feel like, so...
I mean, you're lagging a little bit, but...
Yeah. Oh well, I'm gonna blast the remaining guy, so...
Alright. You're probably gonna have to move from where you are right now, because it's, like,
yeah.
the Tazio is right between you and the dredge.
A little bit.
Unfortunate timings for lag, I have to say. Yeah, we're waiting for Leon's internet to.
Yeah, it's really bad today.
There we go. Okay.
No.
What did you say? Oh my god.
Good.
No, wait. You lagged again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
Oh
move on
my!
a little bit. Are you serious?
What did you say? Oh my god, this is so bad.
What?
Oh, this is so bad.
Can Leon like move to a better place?
I wish I could tell him to turn off Twitch, but it doesn't really work because the map has to be there. Oh, the curse. I apologize for these technical difficulties. This is what Corona is doing to our sessions. Feels bad, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's back. Bam. Oh, no.
This is so cursed.
Let's go
my
back.
God. I'll try to write to him or something. I don't know if his like internet is completely scuffed. Yeah, but this is an unfortunate situation right now. Anyone who can help entertain the stream while I'm trying to write to him?
Of course. I hated on Vetabix last time, but then I put it in milk, and that shit was fire with milk. As you can see here, they had milk on the cardboard box. I put it in fucking yogurt. I'm a dumbass. So that's why Vetabix, I'm sorry, not sponsored. I hated you before. So you see here, boom, 1, have them in the school, 2, have the milk, boom, 3.
Oh,
So,
Leon?
we're back.
There you are.
I'm just waiting for the script. Yes.
Hope that was entertaining.
Maybe you can like type things in like Discord. Does that work?
What did you say?
If you freeze, can you like write things in Discord instead?
Can I try without the webcam? That might help a lot.
Yeah, sure. Just try to like decrease the stream quality and like.
Oh yeah, smart.
Yeah, it's at the minimum. That's
Okay.
the weird thing.
Well, yeah. Okay. What do you do? Where do you move?
I will.
Oh my god! This is so cursed. You lagged out again. You lagged again. Like we can basically hear you every time until you're about to say what you do. It's like,
Yep.
This is so cursed.
Okay, what do you do?
Yeah, it's really bad. Look. You know what? I'm just gonna restart the router. I'll be back. Someone roll L.
Okay.
Roll fast.
We will take over until you're back then.
Perfect.
Yeah, thanks. Just
Okay.
I'll restart the router. I'll be back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you do that. Okay, so I'll do this, I guess. I'll just say that Dara moves a couple of feet to the left and rolls the blast. I don't know exactly her modifier, but I think it's more than +2, so that's a hit.
The same that I have.
Right. Oh yeah. Right.
And then it's +5.
And then damage. Oh, that's a 10 on the roll.
Did you add the
I didn't even have to add it because this fool gets obliterated by the second blast. So you just see this other dretch just blow up, and at this point, since it is the dretch's turn, Tazio, you hear this voice from above the pit itself kind of shout out in abyssal, "Bring more dretch!" And you see some more gates opening.
Okay, yeah, now it works a little bit.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't do that again.
So at this point, you see the bottom gate open once more, but this time also the gate on top, the northern gate, so to speak, also begins to open as more dretch come out of it. So let me just add these dretch back in. There are 3 of them coming from here, and let me. Oh, oops. And then there are 2 more dretch coming through here. So
That's a huge map.
Yes.
it is their turns. So they are going to move up here. This one moves over there. This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4 over to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So, Storm, there are 3 on you. And then there's one that is going to make an attack on Dara, and one that is going to do the poisonous cloud. And both Tazio and Dara are within that range. So first the one on Dara.
Remember the disadvantage on Storm when you count.
Yeah, I'm aware. So that is going to be an 11 to hit you, Dara. Is that enough?
That would hit. That
Wow.
would actually hit.
So it does 4 piercing damage on the first attack.
Right.
The second attack is 18 to hit.
Yep.
And that one does 3 slashing damage.
Right. Thank God they do so low damage. I don't have to roll my concentration checks. And he takes 7 cold damage.
I mean, you still have to make concentration checks, though.
I have the circlet of concentration.
Oh, right, yeah.
If I take less than 5 damage.
That's
So
right. I forgot about that.
It
And I
never
made that item.
it never comes to blade, though.
Well, this time it does.
Yeah, but 7 cold damage.
7 cold damage. Just give me a second. So 7, right. Okay. After that, it is going to be the ones that attack Storm's turn. So technically, for 2 of them that are flanking, it's going to cancel out the disadvantage.
Exactly.
So they're just going to make regular rolls. So the first one, the one on the left, one of them misses. The other one is a 16 to hit. That's enough, right?
Enough.
So
that's
that is
uncanny
going
dodge.
to be okay. You take 6 damage. Halve that to 3 then. And it is the other one, the one on the right. No, that one also rolls.
Because it's...
No, the one on the right, not the one in the middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I rolled both of those first.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
yes,
14 and a 4, so both of those miss. And then it's the one on the bottom. That one rolls with disadvantage. The first attack, natural 20 and a 4.
Yay.
So that misses, and then the second attack is 9, so it misses both. And the last one just emits this cloud of poisonous gas. After that, it is Storm's turn.
Perfect.
You are not within range of any poison this time.
Perfect. Which one was the one who hit me? The one to
The
the
one
left,
on the
right?
left, I am
Yes.
pretty sure.
So I hit that one.
Okay.
Natural 19. Nice.
Alright.
Ooh. Okay, fuck. That's 19 damage.
19 damage. You just slice that one in half
Perfect.
and kill it.
Then
Bonus action dodge. Nice.
That's sad times. Rest in peace. Bonus action dodge. It was the best. Bonus action, disengage.
Wait, oh yeah.
North, west, and north.
Okay. Like 1, 2, 3,
So
4, 5.
Oh no, northwest. One northwest and one north.
Oh,
So
So
wait, just 5
southwest
feet.
of me.
no,
Or-
10 feet. One north as well.
Oh, right. So you're just outside this poisonous gas then.
Perfect.
Okay. So you do that. And let me just do that real quick. That concludes your turn. So Tazio, give me a Constitution saving throw as you start your turn within this poisonous gas.
12.
12. That's just barely enough to shake off the poisonous effect.
I will cast Magnify Gravity on the 2 south of me.
Okay. That's a saving throw from
Yeah,
their
Constitution.
Constitution. Both are actually pretty high. It's a 17 and a 20.
Both
Wow.
succeed. Then they only take the damage.
Alright.
That's 9 halves to 4 damage. Woohoo!
4 damage each.
Yeah.
Alright, you start kind of like pulling them down. They get like yanked down a bit. You see like the bones kind of start creaking a bit. And there are some like popping noises as like a disc in their spines are like dislocated or something. But it's not enough to do anything too bad to them. After that, it is Dara's turn, because I assume you're done, or did you want to move?
Nah, I'm pretty done.
No, like
but-
Tazio. Did Tazio
Yeah,
want to
I'm
move?
done.
Okay.
So wait, now I move 1 to the right.
1 to the right. Okay.
Nice.
Dara.
Yes, I will blast the one in front of me because he gives me disadvantage.
Right, well, first you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I got this. I don't got this. 6.
You
6.
jinx very much things, you know that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, you are poisoned until the start of your next turn. And that means that it's not ordinary poison, but you cannot take any actions, bonus actions, or reactions.
Can I concentrate still on spells?
Yes. Or wait, let me just read this real quick.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, right. No, you can take either an action or a bonus action, but no reaction.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I don't use those anyway. Action it is.
Ah,
Right.
Now let's
Oh, you
blast that
can.
one in front of me.
reaction is my holy grail.
I have one reaction-based thing, and it never
Yeah.
works.
You have
Oh.
2.
The first one is a 10
Punch
because
them.
of disadvantage, so that's a miss.
10 is a miss. Just barely.
The other one is an 18.
That is enough.
9 force damage. Pew.
9 force damage. And it was the one that was the closest to you, correct?
Yeah, the one who has attacked me.
Right. It's just
Then
barely clinging on to life at this point.
Then, can I move out of the gas cloud some way without getting an attack opportunity?
I mean, yeah, you can just move like around this thing.
Yeah,
like
then I do that.
Basically.
Thanks.
Okay, so that concludes your turn. That means it's the Dretch's turn again. So first, this one is going to move down. So that Storm, you're now within the gas cloud, and it is now going to be able to make an attack against
Oh,
Tazio.
what? It works like that?
Yeah, it
It's
maintains
surrounded by
the yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bruh.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it extends out from the Dretch in a 10-foot radius and lasts for a minute.
Okay, well then that was a little mistake. Okay.
So these ones, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, like that. They're gonna move up that way. So first, Dara. That one makes 2 attacks against you, the one that is within your range. An 11 and a 15, so both hit, correct?
Oh, yes, they do.
So the first attack is 2 damage, and the second attack is 5 damage.
Okay, 7 cold damage to that guy.
We're actually, yeah, well, the first the first attack does 2 damage, and it has 2 hit points, so it's going to die from that. So it actually doesn't do the additional 5 damage.
Yes.
It just kills itself on the first attack. Then it is the one that is attacking Tazio. Actually, it's gonna move. No, it doesn't move another 5 feet because it wants to stay within the range of Storm. So it is going to make 2 attacks. Both actually hit with a 17 and a 20.
I will shield the first one.
Is shield enough to raise your armor class to 18?
I think it's +5.
Yeah, it's a +5.
No, it is, but
I have
okay.
13 in armor.
Wow.
Because of mage armor.
Okay, in that case, the first one misses, so the second one does 4 damage to you.
4 damage. Okay, I can take that.
Then there are the 2 creatures that attack Storm. They still have disadvantage, correct?
Yep.
But it cancels out with the flanking.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one, that is a 14 and a 1.
Let's go.
And the second one misses both of its attacks as well with a 4 and an 8.
Slippery lizard.
Like, even without the disadvantage, they roll absolute garbage against you in particular.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be the end of their turn. Storm, make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's do it. And that's 17.
That is enough to save against the effect.
So let's.
Like, Storm is the one that it's the most effective against, because Storm is the only one that always uses both action, bonus action, and reaction.
No. Okay, so I hit the one near Jax to the right of me. Natural 20. Wow. It will perish like a fucking balloon with a.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't even need to roll damage, so I'm just gonna cross that one out right away.
30,
Popping.
42, 44, 47 damage.
That would be enough to kill it almost 3 times over, I think. So,
Nice, great.
it would kill it twice and bring it down to like bloody the 3rd time or something. Especially since it wasn't even a full health when you hit it. So yeah, you just like plunge this short sword into its gut and just like slice upwards, completely dividing it in half. Yeah.
I walk southwest.
So wait, let me just remove the ones that have died real quick. Was it that one? No, it was that one, and the one by Dara is that one, and southwest 1 square. No,
Yes.
southwest, right? So it'll be that way.
No, that's. Oh, yeah, exactly. Then I think I hit him with bonus action.
Right.
That is hit.
That one is damage. The normal weapon, right? Like the one that isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
This is it. Wow.
Oh, actually, they don't even have resistance against it.
3 damage. Damn, bro, 3 damage.
Surprisingly, it still does full damage though.
Let's go.
And that's your turn, right? And that concludes that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tazio.
Chromatic.
Saving throw first.
Yeah.
12.
Enough to save. Now do your chromatic orb.
Chromatic orb disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's 11.
11 hits. Just barely. Like there have been so many like 10s and 11s this combat. It's crazy.
Very nice.
Let me see here. We do. I pick thunder damage.
Damn.
Okay.
That's 18 thunder damage.
18 damage.
Yes.
That's enough. That's exactly enough to one-shot it.
That's,
So you just like swing around and just clap your hands together in this wave of sonic damage, just pours over this creature, and it just like the Nurglet, it just like starts shaking,
Shaky.
and just explodes. And there's just like this mist, this red mist left that just like leaves you covered in this thin layer of blood.
Go fast.
With that, it is Dara's turn, unless you want to move or anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay, so Dara,
Well, let's finish that guy off. I'm gonna blast it.
sure thing.
Start boys.
Yeah, that's a 17. I'm going for both of
17.
them because you never know. 27.
Yeah.
26 force damage.
Yeah, you just obliterated. Do you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up 4 squares.
You mean down?
That's down
1, 2, 3, 4.
south.
I do
I'm-
some taunting gestures and say, "Give me a challenge already."
No.
No one understands me, but you know.
They're like, yeah, you're right. These are too weak. Put in the Nelferschnee.
You hear
Get the butcher in here.
Tazio, you hear the same voice yell out, "Even more dredge!" And the gates are going to open again.
There's so goddamn many dredge.
So this time it is the gate on the left and the bottom one. No, wait, the one on the right and the bottom. No. The one on the right and the one on the left. I'm trying to convert this to like numbers. So you see a bunch of dredge just pour out right here. And there are gonna be more dredge. Just let me
Copy paste some.
more like go get them elsewhere on the map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see one up in the left.
It's a low. Oh shit.
Oh,
there
there
are
was
one.
one as well.
One more.
Oh.
One more. One more.
Oh, yeah.
With the delay, it's kind of funny to hear you.
Motherfuckers.
So this time you see 8 more dredge come through the gates. And so they're gonna start moving in on you.
Wow, they start.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one moves into the center and is immediately gonna start poisoning all of you. Then you have this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite a lot of flanking going on over here.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. That one is gonna move there. That 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank God it's normal
1,
against
2,
me.
3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Tazio just gets absolutely swarmed by these.
Oh my God! Holy shit!
So
You sure like him.
it's still disadvantage against Storm, I suppose.
Yep.
So their advantages are gonna get cancelled out. So the one on the bottom is gonna make 2 attacks against you. That is going to be a 5 and a 15, so both of them miss. Then the one in the middle is going to make 1 attack against Dara and 1 against Storm. So the one against you, Storm, is a natural 20.
Oh!
You need to reroll that.
Oh, you need to reroll that? How lovely.
Natural 20 again!
You need to reroll that.
What
Can you do it again?
Wait, I need to shake.
Isn't that like a reaction or something?
Yeah, I feel like it's a reaction thing.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, probably. It's a reaction, I think.
It is a reaction.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake. I think.
Should be.
Fuck, I shouldn't have done that from the start. Forgot it was
actually-
reaction. Because now I'm fucked.
Yeah, there's no
Oh.
shield for you now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was dumb. Really dumb.
Cast shield against one creature, and there's like, oh, 4 of them are gonna use all their attacks on you. Right.
Yeah.
It is a reaction, right?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Yeah, okay. So that is natural 20 with maximum damage as well. So that is going to be 16 damage. Have that to 8. Then we have the attacks against Dara. That is going to be on advantage.
I'm gonna use my entropic ward on the guy who has only 1 attack.
Okay, so the first one from the one on top, that is going to be 17 plus the 19 to hit you on the first attack. A natural 20 and a 19 on the second attack, so that's a nat 20 on the second one. And then the one on the bottom, you wanted to use Entropic Ward on that. So that's this one. That is going to be an 18.
Yeah, they hit me.
How does Entropic Ward work? I always forget.
Disadvantage. So if
it's disadvantage. Well, that was the die I prioritized anyway. So yeah, so it's still an 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first attack is going to be 5 damage.
All right, 7 cold damage for that.
Wait, how?
Wait, 5 for cold damage. Never mind.
I was like, what? But yeah.
Maybe
Just give me a second here while I prepare the stats. Okay, so 5 damage to that one. And then the okay, I don't know if I rolled them or not, so I'm just gonna re-roll them. Then for the critical hit, that is going to be almost maximum damage as well, so it's gonna be 12 damage. So you're gonna have to do a concentration check this time around.
7 cold damage, by the way, as well. So
okay, so another 7 damage.
20. So I say
you maintain the spell, and then the last attack is just 1 damage from the one that you attempted your entropic ward against. You get the sense that it was like a half successful entropic ward.
I feel like all my entropic wards are half successful.
Well, it just did 1 damage, but it still hit you. You kind of like managed to just push the attack slightly to the side. Oh wait, was that a natural 22? No. I can't remember. Either way, it's 1 or 2 damage.
It was an
Doesn't
18,
matter.
I think.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, so it's 1 damage.
Now I get one.
Now we have 4 creatures that are gonna attack Tazio. None of them has advantage though, luckily for you.
But I'm a die.
Yeah, we'll see. So the first 2 attacks, one of them is 6. The other one is 19 though.
I have 25 in armor class. I am paladin.
No. So that one is gonna do 7 damage.
Oh, no, okay.
Then the second one makes its attacks. Is it 11 a hit? No, it's 13 is your armor class.
Yes.
So one of them hits again, this time it's the other attack. So that's 3 damage. Third creature, 11 and 11, both miss.
What?
And then the last one, that's a 12, still a miss. And then 18. That one does 4 damage.
For another day.
Bloody easy.
You're not even blooded, or what did you say?
I'm not even bloody.
Oh wow. Yeah, they. I mean, the Dretch are not the strongest creatures in the universe.
What you talking about? They one-shot
So,
one-shot Taras, bro.
Storm, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah, right. Luck.
That
Is 12.
12 is enough.
Whoa.
I think you've already seen someone save with an 11, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God. Well, one of them was fucking 6.
You've seen me fail with a
6 would have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you managed to save against the effect. So you get your turn as normal. Or as usual.
Yeah, what the hell am I supposed to do? How is the gates? How are they structured? Or is it like...
They're like metal bars that are just like dropped down. So they're
Okay.
vertical bars.
Bonus action disengage, east.
Bonus action disengage, east,
No, east, northeast. So, one down from where you... Yeah. No.
We said northeast.
No, southeast. I mean,
Oh.
so southeast.
Oh, so the last one. Okay. So I guess there instead.
Ah, exactly. Then I bring up my lightning javelin.
Oh.
There's
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
nice.
because I
Yeah.
can't do, because then the fucking lightning will go into the fucking gates.
Yeah, there is always a risk that it would go through there.
Exactly.
Because you just quickly like pull off your bag of holding and you just pull out this big lightning javelin. The demon's kind of a surprised how you pull out a javelin from a bag that shouldn't be able to fit it. But you pull out it, you just charge it up and you go for the attack. You still roll the attack roll, but it's going to do the lightning damage either way, I think.
I feel like it's a saving throw with the lightning, and then you hit
I
someone in
searched
the.
up.
No, like he would have to target like the first creature.
Yeah.
But then the lightning strike continues through. So and no matter if the attack hits or not, it's still gonna do the
Make a saving throw if I hit.
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Wait.
I pulled up the stats here.
Yeah, I also put.
Featured
Got the
line
stats.
excluding you and the target. What? Excluding you and the target? Okay, so how he doesn't get to do
Yeah.
only the ones behind.
Mm.
Right.
Okay, what do I get plus though to attack?
I mean, it's
Nothing?
it's basically like a normal
Is it a strength
dex
based?
attack. Well, you can use it with strength,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
not mandatory.
Fuck.
Come on, man! You can do it. You can win.
So that is 13.
13 to hit.
Yep.
That is enough.
Perfect.
So does the first one just take normal javelin damage then, I guess?
What? Yeah, the
It
4d6.
excludes. You mean?
The line excluding you and the target must make a DC.
Oh, well, it says on a hit, the target takes the damage from the javelin. Plus
Exactly, the first
40,
one.
Yeah.
But the last one, the other two.
Yeah, so
makes a
2 dex saves. That is a fail and a success.
Nice.
So
Let's see.
the one closest to the first one fails, and then the one behind that succeeds.
9, 11, 12. It's nothing plus, right?
I mean, on your javelin damage, you get the dexterity bonus,
Okay. So
but not
15
on the 15 lightning to all of them. Then I guess. Or
oh, it does 1d6 as well as the javelin, not only.
well,
the...
yeah, but only the one
Yeah.
that you hit with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
only the
exactly.
first one takes that. Well, but
So
how much did you say?
the first
15, right?
First one takes 20.
Storm, did you say 15?
Yeah,
Was
15
okay.
with lighting, but first one
Yeah,
takes 20.
First one takes 20. So let me see here.
That's 5 piercing and 15 lightning.
It doesn't matter against Dren.
They might have resistance to lightning.
They do appear to have resistance to lightning.
What?
But wait, so what was the
dude.
additional javelin damage? Just 5?
Yeah, yes, 15
yeah.
plus
Yeah.
5 is 20.
So okay, so that one is going to be at like, and then all right. Do you want to move anything, or do you want to move more, or are you done?
No, I'm done there.
Okay.
No, I won't. No, I'm done.
All right.
Alright.
In that case, Tazio, Constitution saving throw.
That reaction.
8.
8. That's not enough. You're bound to either an action or a bonus action, and you cannot take a reaction.
Thunder wave.
Thunder
Ooh.
wave. All right. Not
Nice.
bad.
Boom.
Is that a 10-foot cube, or is it just 5?
15-foot cube. So that's a 5. But
Oh yeah. So 5 around you. Yeah.
I will cast it on 3rd level.
All right.
No, 2nd level to be
All right.
second. Constitution saves for everyone.
Okay.
Does it affect me and Storm as well?
Nope.
No,
Only
it's just the 4 ones closest to him.
Alright.
That's 4 fails.
And they all take
Yikes.
13 thunder damage and push 10 feet away from me.
Ooh, 13
Yep.
instantly kills 3 of them.
Nice.
And this one, how many? 10 or 5 feet?
I think it's 10, I can check. I can. Where the frick is it? It is 10.
Okay. Yep. So, Storm, you just see this one dretch get pushed back, just come sliding right next to you.
Well, what the hell?
As Tazio just like creates this booming explosion of a sonic wave.
Damn.
I'll go northeast one step.
Northeast one step. Okay.
Northeast.
Then it is Dara's turn to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. 15, so...
Enough to save against it.
Yeah. So, to keep with the thematic of the storm-like setting, I'm gonna take up the wind fan-like fan.
Okay.
And down south, I can get all 3 of those. So I'm gonna use my wind fan to cast Gust of Wind, forcing them to do a strength check.
Wait, how does Gust of Wind target people? Is it a cone?
10 feet wide blast and 60 feet long.
Okay.
So yeah, I can get all of them.
What type of saving throw did you say?
Strength.
Strength. Okay. So the one closest to you, right below you saves against it. The
It also
other,
has a-
the one on the right,
Yeah.
that fails, and then
It has a lower spell DC because it's my fan, so it's at DC 13, just so you know.
yeah, it doesn't really matter when you roll a 5 and a 7, which the last one rolled. So 2 of them failed. The one closest to you doesn't. Also, since this is considered a strong gust of wind, correct?
Yeah.
The poisonous gas goes away.
Wow.
Yay.
Well,
That was what I kind of was waiting for. I didn't want to waste it
Yep.
too early. And these 2 guys who failed, they're gonna be pushed 15 feet.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oops, what did I grab now?
And
1, 2.
that entire part, that entire part is now considered difficult terrain
All right.
because of the.
So the one closest to you, it just kind of like still holds onto your leg with like its bite from the last time or something. So it manages to hold on to you, whereas the other 2 are just like swept away. That ends your turn, unless you want to move. But I suppose you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So, I believe that means it's the Dretch's turn. So what is going to happen now is that the one below you is going to make 2 attacks against you, Dara.
That's gonna be rough.
That's a 12 and a 15, so both of them hit, correct?
Yes.
First attack does 2 damage, second attack does 7.
Okay, so 1 Constitution check. Oh shit, that's a fail.
no.
Actually, is the wind fan or is the gust of wind spell a concentration?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is.
So you would
Yeah, it wouldn't
you would
matter.
lose concentration on your spell anyway,
Yeah.
on the one on storm.
Yeah. Well, now the gust of fan doesn't work.
Okay, so both spells go away at this point.
That's not a great combo.
I mean, it wouldn't really make a difference if she failed the concentration check anyway.
Wouldn't it?
No, because you would lose this. Then she would have just lost the concentration on your spell anyway.
I just forgot that it was a concentration.
But how does it work? Because it's the same time the Dretch attacked me, they attack Dara, that loses the concentration.
Doesn't really matter though,
So
because
it's
I
still
mean,
going to go with normal attacks against you because
That's
when
weird,
I cast the spell, it's a concentration spell, so therefore it cancels your spell. Can't concentrate on 2 spells.
because I just do it in this order now. Like I just because I picked this order. That's basically how it works. It doesn't say anything that the concentration lasts until then or
Damn,
anything.
what? If you
As
would've
far as
chosen
I'm
me
aware.
first, because that's so weird. Because if you,
I mean, I
think
see what
about
you're
it,
saying, but you might as well say then that all spells vanish at the start of that round in that case, or anything. Like, it could be either that the spell lasts longer or it lasts shorter. Because then you could have said that, oh, well, I did you first, but then she lost concentration. Now we're going to redo your attacks, you know? Like, it doesn't really... that's just basically how it works as far as I'm aware. I don't think there's any ruling about how it changes based on the order you make the attacks.
Yeah. So keep on attacking me, please.
But in this
wait,
case,
okay.
as I was gonna say, it doesn't really matter in this case anyway, because the spell went away
fucked it up.
on her turn.
Oh yeah.
So they make it makes that attack. Then the one below is gonna make its attacks. First one is 16. Second
Damage.
one, no, just hit. The second one is 18 to hit. So that's going to be 1 damage on the first attack, 5 damage on the second one.
All right. Still kicking.
Then this one is Let me just see as well. 15, 20. This one is going to move up to here and start its poison, which is going to reach Dara and Storm. And then this last one is going to move around to a flanking position on Storm. So that they now get advantage against you because the spell is dropped. Epic.
How much movement was that?
It wasn't that
Or
much.
Did I?
5,
did
10,
I
15, 20.
Okay. Oh, it wasn't too far away from me. Then.
No. First attack. They roll so poorly. That's a 10.
Nice.
Second attack. 14.
Nice.
First attack on the second guy. That's a nat 19. And then the last attack is 20. So the second one hits both of its attacks. The first one misses. So that is going to be 4 damage and 5 damage.
Oh, I should have said.
You should have said uncanny dodge before that.
Do I really have to say? Because it's so annoying to always have to say, uncanny dodge.
I'll let you do it, but roll a d4.
No, I would have taken the first one.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yep, sure.
I'll
I'll let you do that. That's fine.
Nice. How much was it? 5 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 on the first one, so I have that to 2, and then 5 on the second one, so 7 total.
Perfect.
All right.
Nice.
In that case, I believe that ends their turn. So it is Storm's turn. You're gonna have to do a Constitution saving throw.
What?
Yeah, because this
So
this one moved up to the middle and is poisoning you and,
that one.
and Dara.
It re-poisoned.
Oh no, this is a different one.
It's
not the same one that
11.
poisoned before. It's exactly enough to save.
Thank
you're
God,
not
I attacked
poisoned.
the one right to me.
The one on the right. Okay, go for it.
That is a 14.
14 is enough to hit.
Perfect. That is a lot of damage. 12, 22, 27, 30 damage.
You just delete it.
Then I bonus action attack the one to the left.
Bonus action attack the one on the left.
That's the nat
okay.
1. Wow.
You just like kind of scrape it a bit, and you see some like poisonous gas leaking out of the part that you just scratched it. And you're just like, okay, no, never mind, and just pull your weapon away.
Then I walk 2 steps back.
So to the right, or
Yep. To the right, yeah.
okay.
So I'm not in the cloud.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That ends your turn. So Tazio, you're outside the gas, so you don't need to make the save.
I cast Magnify Gravity
Okay.
on the 3. It's a 15 radius sphere, so I can get all
Okay.
through.
Yep.
I will cast it on second
Wait, is
level.
the 15 radius or 15 foot diameter?
Radius. No, 10 feet radius.
Oh, okay, yeah, but then it works as well.
Oh, it's big.
Yeah. And I will do it on second level.
Alright.
They will have to do Constitution saves.
Constitution saves.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was scuffed. So and one more roll. Where is the die? There it is. Is 16 enough to save?
Exactly enough.
Okay, in that case, 2 of them save. One of them fails.
18 damage.
So let me just order these real quick. 18 damage.
Yeah, so 9 to the ones that succeeds.
Okay, so that's actually gonna kill 2 of them though, because one of them is hurt from before, and one of them fails the thing. No, not that one. Not that one.
Send it Thunder Wave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it was only 5 HP from that. So even with a success, it still killed it.
Nice.
With that, only 2 dretch remain as we go to Dara's turn, unless Tazio wanted to move.
Nope.
Yes. First, we go for the poison stuff.
No, that one is dead, so there's no poisoning happening right now.
Thank God.
Tazio killed it.
Okay, then I'm going to do my special thing because I have that. I have that amulet that lets me cast one Warlock spell, and I'm gonna try to cast Sword Burst because it's an AOE.
Sure.
I've never heard.
I mean, it's a cantrip of some sort.
Yeah,
What?
it only works on. I can cast if I make a successful Arcana check. I can cast whichever Warlock cantrip I want once per lot.
Yep.
So
okay. Did you roll, or are you about to do it? I take that as...
Yeah, over 20.
Okay, yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
So you cast a Sword Burst around you.
Yes.
Go for it.
And let me see what they need to save with.
Dexterity. Okay, so the first one, that's 17 something. The second one is 16.
Yeah, both succeed, so they
take no damage.
Oh no.
Cantrips always do no damage, I think.
Right.
If they save. So you just like burst out, both of them just kind of dodge to the side and just swing back towards you. That ends your turn unless you want to move or anything.
Yeah, I'm kind of drained.
Okay, so then it's their turn. First one, I'm gonna make 2 attacks an advantage. It's 12, just barely enough. Second attack, 14, also a hit. Then it's the second guy's turn. 21 and 20. They hit all of their attacks.
Oh damn!
So first guy, first attack 6, second attack 6. Are still up.
How much did you say it was?
6 and 6, so 12 damage.
Yeah, I'm still up.
Okay, second guy's attacks. There's another 6 right away. Still up.
Yep.
And 5.
No, I'm not.
Okay. That's all of their stuff, though. So, with that, we move over to Storm's turn. Storm, you see Dara fall as 2 of these dretch just like pummel into her with their bites and their slices, and she just falls to the ground after the 4th and final attack hits. What do you do?
Okay, so can I like, if I dash, bonus action dash, can I like do a grab the storm javelin and then go to the pig? Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd have to move 6 squares to there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a possibility.
Perfect. Then I do that.
So you run up there, and then you immediately just pick up the javelin, shove it into the bag, and run over to Dara's side.
And try to hit the dredge. That is nat 19.
That is enough with a sneak attack as well.
10, 11, 15, 18 damage.
You murder it because it was damaged from before from the armor bag at this. So that one is destroyed, and that's all you can do.
Yep.
So then we move on to Tazio. 1 dretch remains.
Chromatic orb, that bitch.
Okay. Roll for it.
Not 18. 18, so that's a hit. thunder damage
Right.
with 13.
13 damage.
Yeah.
It's very low. But still alive. Which brings us to top of the round. Dara, make a death saving throw.
That's a fail. Very close to a 1, but not a 1.
Okay, so that's one fail for Dara. Next is the Dretch's turn. So that is just going to come running up here, kind of seeking cover behind Storm, and it's going to make 2 attacks against you. Still managed to miss one. Hits the second one. That is going to be
Uncanny dodge.
7, have that to 3 damage. And it concludes its turn. So, Storm, you're up.
It's the last one. I want to do something sick. Acrobatics, kill it. Nice.
Well, you gotta hit it first.
You don't know
Okay.
if this is the final way, though.
Nice. First attack, I miss. I jinx it by saying I want to do something sick. I
Wait,
bonus action try
Like,
to.
you need to reroll that roll.
Oh, I get to reroll. How lovely!
And before that one.
Nice. It's 19 hit.
19 is a hit.
Lovely. Whip, 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 whip.
The Dretch now has a reroll ability.
18, 22 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I want to. We've done this so many times. It's hard to imagine new things. I want to. As it comes up running and just cut its head off. Okay, good.
Right, it comes running up to you. You kind of dodge one attack. It manages to bite down on your arm on the second one, or claw you rather, and then you just like throw. You like drop your bad weapon and throw your blade over to your left hand, since it's like clawing down your right one, and just sever the head. And then before the other blade even hits the ground, you just pick it up again and just switch places on both blades.
Damn. Nice.
Alright, so with that, Tazio, you hear this voice from the side of the dretch pit say,
Even more dretch!
and then you just kind of like look over that way, and you see this this smaller demon that just like this quasit that comes running up to this bigger demon, to the bigger demon, and it just like climbs up and like whispers something into its ear, and you see the demon kind of like turn towards the quasit and say,
What do you mean we have no more dretch?
and then just like takes the quasit and throws it into the pit and just like squashes it against the ground.
I wanted to shoot the quasi.
I want to medic.
You can blast it in the air if you want.
Yeah, that's in the for style points.
Make a roll to see if you hit.
That's 15.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
sure.
Are you using a firebolt on a quasi?
As this quasit is being thrown into the pit, this firebolt just like slams into it and just throws it back the other way, so that it just like splats down right beneath the demon that tossed it in there.
That's mad BM.
Storm, you wanted a medicine check. You wanted a medicine.
Medicine, the closet.
Oh.
Dara lies dying on the ground. I'm gonna save that dead.
I medicine check Dara.
Okay.
Of course. 18. I'm a good medicine man. Or not 20. Yeah.
good medicine.
Technically, Dara should have to roll another death save before this because, like, Tazio was the only one in between because Storm had already used.
Well, let's do that then.
Well,
It
as long
feels kind of bad if you get nat 1 though.
Yeah,
Well,
but then
if I
blame
get
Tazio.
Yeah.
yeah, then
good
we
luck,
then
though.
I
my
want
next
to-
character will kill him.
Don't get nat 1. I'm actually serious.
It's a fail, but it's not a nat one.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Okay. Well, you better make this count now. So roll your medicine check.
Well, I did it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
hunting.
Right.
I was a little worried because I rolled a 7 and it looks so similar to a 1 when you just see
You
the
see
one.
Dara kind of like
God.
cough up some blood, and you're like, okay, I better hurry with this. So you just start like patching her up a bit, and you manage to stop the bleeding. You see the demons are kind of like standing up there, like not sure if they should cheer or not, because you get the sense that they were hoping to see some mortals get torn to pieces by the dretch. But no more dretch come. You're alone in the pit.
I wanted the final wave.
Well, the final wave was the quasit you blasted to the abyssal fires.
So I can climb out of here. What do you do?
I can.
Dara, can you do some?
Wait, am I still unconscious?
No, you're still unconscious.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's awkward.
I won't dimension her up there because we will need that probably.
Right.
I climb up too. I get to climb up.
Okay, yeah, you climb up. Dara is still just like lying there in the middle of the arena as all of you just like climb out of the arena. You see like some demon just like flies down there. It's kind of like a slightly smaller version of the man butcher. Just flies down there, like picks up Dara and is like, get this junk out of the arena, and just throws her out. You hit the ground and take damage again, so you're gonna be unstable. But you land right next to Tazio and Storm, so you can roll medicine checks to stabilize her again.
I rolled 15.
Yeah, that's enough. So you stabilize her. She's no longer in the arena though, so you can carry her pretty easily.
Perfect.
You see now how some of the demons kind of like jump into the pit and start fighting.
Storm, should we go to the favorite one? And
Let's do that. I'll drag Dara with.
Okay, you just kind of like have her arms over your shoulders and just like pull her behind you. It's kind of awkward because she's really tall, so like her feet drag behind you quite a distance. But it works. It works, and that's what matters. Dara's shoes are probably going to be a bit torn up by the end of this, though.
Yeah.
I don't think you have so beautiful shoes though.
So where do you want to go?
third one.
Be one of the chosen ones.
Yeah, well,
To the favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
favorite, exactly.
Okay, you see the Dragloths are kind of like standing there and doing their bouncer jobs, just keeping people out, or demons.
excuse me, can we talk to him again?
What language do you use?
Abyssal.
Okay. They look to you.
Why?
Well, we still want to offer our service to.
I don't think you offered service necessarily.
Well,
You made demands
no. Well,
in exchange for servitude.
well, the thing was that I told my coworker here that we were going to say that we can do a favor if we get Sophos back. But she What did she tell you? Because I heard something about like offering their service or something.
That you
Like-
were here to offer services.
Well, that's not right.
Because you have done services for the other favored.
We have done that. But that was wrong. She said the wrong thing. She misunderstood what we were doing here. We really need our friend back, and we know that he took her, and we just want to do like negotiate a deal. You know?
Storm, you just feel some pain, but you don't know why. There's a word in there that just sounds wrong. you almost get the feeling that someone called you a friend. It's this chilling sensation that just like spreads through your entire spine. This icing feeling that just tears deep into your soul.
Knows one word in every language.
Friend.
I talked about Dara.
You said friends.
Yeah, friends. Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I don't
Dora's multiple persons, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there was something that hurt Storm anyway.
Take 5 damage.
Yes. You take 1 psychic damage, but you uncanny dodge that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. You just shake off this terrible feeling. Okay, make a persuasion check, Tazio.
What do I have? That is 17.
17.
Indeed.
You see the Dregloth kind of like turns around to face favored Eja, and continues to speak in Abyssal and says,
The mortals wish to bargain still.
there's just silence for a second, and then the Dregloth bows.
You may enter, but be more careful this time. The pits have run out of dretch, and I don't feel like slaughtering anyone right now myself.
And so you're allowed to enter. Dara still dragging behind Storm. Favored Eja is just sitting there staring at you.
Greetings again. I think we came off on foot last time. Some misunderstandings and stuff. We would love to negotiate with you. We would love to have Sophos back. And what you feel is worth the price of that, you tell us and we will fix it, you know? You can choose the price for us. Like, we are in no, like, position to demand something. We just want to make... You should just... What are you... What are you willing to sell him for?
There's no response.
I feel like he's just gonna throw us back into the pit. Pit.
Storm, do you want to go? Do you want to talk?
What? Yeah, of course. Why?
Cast tongue. Now you can talk with him as well.
I feel like this is just gonna get worse.
Ah, good day, dear.
Favor.
Great favored. So we just fought in the dredge, and we need a way back to the Dawn World, so you don't have to see us mortals in this fiendish land. So that's why we need our colleague that was stolen by someone here, as probably you. You can. We know this because the cacklers told on you. So you can go and fuck them up, but here we are. Now.
You see some more movement than before. The head kind of turns towards you and just kind of gets angled a little bit to the side. You almost get the sense that this is some sort of inquisitive look.
What
And
the fuck
for
does
the
inquisitive?
curious kind of.
Okay.
And you hear for the first time a voice speak to you. It kind of radiates from the skull without really like moving at all, and you hear it say,
You work with the Arcanoloth.
No, like it's more
Yes,
like
he teleported us here to make a work for someone else. And we were supposed to get back to the Dawn World by him staying there, and then he teleports us back. So he's more like a
middleman.
teleportation device, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's our in and out.
Because we can't do it ourselves.
And who do you work for then?
Well,
We work for
Outcast. We work for
the
Outcast
Outcast.
in Strongwick.
You probably don't know who that is.
make
what
a
that is.
deception check.
I'm fucking screwed.
Let's
So
do
I'm
that. Luck.
well, don't forget.
There's no advantage on this. That was not. You didn't do it well enough.
Okay, so that is.
That's your last luck, right?
Yup. Sad times.
Did you
that
like it
is,
better?
Yeah. Wait, what was it? Deception.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
8.
Nice.
No, 9.
Yeah, he's gonna kill him.
Liars.
okay.
Okay, take it easy. So
Servants of Malphas.
He has.
we
You
work
see-
for the Outcast.
You see it rise up again and just step up towards you. You see this Dragoloth's now blocking the path behind you.
Okay, so
You will see your friends soon again in the Penetentiary.
No,
Take them.
And you see these Dragoloths kind of pick you up. Do you try to resist this?
we pick us up.
Yeah,
How do we
with the,
pick it?
they are large creatures with
Okay.
4 arms each.
Before Storm, before they do that, when they like mention everything, I will telepathically say to Storm, "Do you want to escape?" I grab it. I push the door away.
Wait, Dara! Doesn't Dara come in?
Wait, so you dimension door yourself and Storm out of there?
And leave the unconscious Dara.
We can't like really do anything with
Do
door.
I feel that...
You have to be
That-
willing for it
Yeah,
to
you
work.
have to be willing for it to be work.
yeah, but do I feel that Dara won't come with?
I mean, you've seen him grab one person at the time before. Like, you've never seen him take both of you. You don't know.
But still, Storm doesn't care for anyone else but himself. That's the bad part. He won't stay just because Dara is there. What the fuck?
Save yourself.
Exactly, so I'm teleporting out of there. Sad times.
Um,
Or he doesn't, well,
Risk break soon, man.
he doesn't
Okay.
care for...
I will say, make just roll a d20.
Sure.
No, not you, Tazio.
Ah! I got a good roll.
12. We don't know what's a
12.
good roll.
Okay. You you reach out and touch Storm and quickly just draw in the air this this door, and just pull yourselves through it. Right as you do it, you see how favorite Eja goes to like cast a spell, but does not have time to complete it as you jump through, because Dimension Door is an action, right, or a bonus action or something.
It's an action, I believe.
So I just rolled to see who would go first, since he would see you kind of like try to do something. So I had you both roll like initiative against each other, basically. But he rolled pretty poorly, so you're lucky. Where do you Dimension Door to?
To the tavern. The closest way to the tavern.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get all the way there, but you could get to like the main street.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, what's up, pig man?
Okay.
Middle of the street.
Yeah, you pull yourselves through the Dimension Door and disappear just as the Dreadloths go to grab you both. And you appear on the street. What do? Dara is not with you.
What? Yeah.
I can only pull one person out.
But she was unconscious, couldn't you? Isn't she like an item?
Well, she's too heavy, you know.
I didn't know that she wouldn't come. I'm so
We know where he is now. And we
We'll
probably
just-
know where Dara
we
is.
just walk back and like, we're stronger than you.
Do you want to be captured? Is that...
Well, no, but it's like if I do that, he will see and I will be ready to run, so they can't like block me off.
But what do you want to do, like...
Speak with him again. I still can speak Abyssal, can I not?
Yes, you can.
Perfect.
Okay, let's go back and speak
We
to
go
him.
back.
I
I don't see how else we would. Or wait, should we maybe chill for a bit, like take a short rest?
No, it only lasts for 1 hour, so...
But aren't you hurt and I hurt?
Well, we aren't gonna fight, right? If we get captured, we get captured. So
But
we're gonna run.
what if
Instead,
he
we
like casts something? He like fireball.
Well, then I will just counterspell it. Hopefully.
Hopefully, that doesn't sound too good, eh?
Yeah.
Let's walk back. Let's.
Why am I doing this?
So you just Dimension Door to the main street, and then you're just like, okay. Start wandering back towards the gate to turn around. Okay, so you start walking there, and as you get like I don't know, like a quarter of the way, you see these Dreadloths come running, or you'd see one of them come running around the corner, and then just quickly just turn around and shout, "I found them!"
What? Fucking run as well. What?
I feel easy step every time I run as well.
Okay, so you turn around and you start running away.
What
Yeah.
the? No shit. I don't deal with that.
So as it turns around the corner, I'd say it's about like 25 feet away from you. So you're just gonna start running, like Tazio just Dimension Dooring, So where are you running to?
I'm running to the pointed star.
Okay. Let me
I feel like
just,
that place is going to have so much property damage just because of us.
Run out 90 feet for 2 rounds.
Right. Yeah. So you can only do it for 2 rounds.
Well, I can do it for more, but I will do it like...
Okay, because with that, you're going to build up more distance between you, because it does not seem to be able to run faster than 60 feet per turn.
Yeah, I will do it 2 times then.
Okay. So at that point, it would be, what, like 85 feet between you, give or take? And Storm, you just continue to double dash, I suppose. You're going to continue building up a greater lead every round. Okay, so you run to the 5-pointed star. Gonna make a check here.
Oh, Incubus will see us coming in with another.
The 5-pointed star is not the inn.
Tavern.
No,
This is
we
Siphon
were-
Goat. The 5-pointed star is Artifemos' tower.
Yeah, I'm going to 5-point star.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the Siphon Goat is the tavern.
I know.
So, yeah.
You're going
So-
to there.
Yeah, I'm going to Abathea.
I'm gonna follow you because I'm not gonna be alone here.
This is such a mess. How did you manage to do this? Okay.
Shake.
Hmm?
By failing a deception shake.
Yeah. So as you kind of like run up the stairs, you kind of manage to build up some more distance because the Dragloth kind of has to pause and look around for a second, so you manage to get 30 feet more ahead of him. But he does not lose you and continues to follow you. What tower in the 5-pointed star do you head into?
Abathea.
Yes.
Okay. So you run over there. You enter the tower and start running up. Storm, you'd get there first. Okay, so you just start knocking on the door.
No, I only 3 times, not
Okay.
more time.
So 3 quick knocks. A moment goes by. A little longer. 10 more seconds.
While we wait, I will telepathically say to Storm, don't mention Sophos.
What's the range on that? Because Storm would get there before.
Alright, 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, depends on how fast Storm wants to run. Like, if Storm
Full
wants
speed.
to...
Yeah.
So,
Come out!
he would just completely outrun you in that
Yeah.
case. And be there like 4 turns before you or something.
Yeah, no, I wait.
I'd say like about 2 turns, so like 12 seconds or so go by, and then on the 3rd turn, the door opens and Apathea just stands there. And looks
Lovely
at you.
to meet you again.
You're back again.
So, I was at the dredge pit. They threw me into the dredge pit, and now the big man is out after us, and his guards.
Who is the big man?
And I explained how he looks.
At this point, Tazio comes like up the stairs, just like breathing heavily. you mean Eja?
Exactly, yeah.
I am going to take a look at something, and she shuts the door.
You know,
Did it look like she's not coming back?
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, hey, that's
yeah, I'm gonna do that as well.
Sure.
Oh,
Really bad roll, I assume.
7.
Okay. Yeah, you
I
can't
had
really
good
read her.
insight, what the fuck? 15.
Yeah, she's not coming back. At this point, you hear from downstairs, "Move aside!"
I hide somewhere. Where there is like studies and everywhere, right?
Not in this tower. This tower is just like past the first floor. It's just
Yeah, is there a window?
empty room. No, these are empty rooms with 4 doors on each floor.
On the top. There's windows on the top, right?
No, because they are all in the offices.
Okay.
The stairs in this tower are different from the one in Artificial.
I start jogging up the stairs. You have a plan?
I follow him.
Yeah, you
Do you
run
have
up
a
to the
plan,
top.
bro?
What?
Do you have a plan?
No.
Do you have a plan?
Okay, you run up to the top. You get to the top. What do you do?
Hide behind the stairs and then we run when he comes up.
I mean, it's spiral stairs, and
Yeah, so that when he's on
We can't hide behind.
it.
when you get to the
I
I mean,
hide behind like the entrance of like this top.
How tall is the tower?
I can't remember, but it's like
Because you would probably know.
it's pretty tall. I think I wrote it down somewhere because I know that I kind of tried to calculate this before.
Okay. When we're on the top of like the spiral stairs,
Yeah.
is it like a top floor with doors around it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I like hide behind like the edge? Because the floor can't be only like there has to be a hole for the stairs.
Yeah.
So if I can be on the other side of the hole, so
Yeah.
where
So that you can get like a drop down
so I can
back to
drop
the
down.
stairs, basically. Yeah, there's like a bit of a fence around, or
Yeah,
railings.
so we can hide there, like just wait until.
Yeah, you could.
Mhm.
Okay, so. How important is it that you get the exact height of the tower?
I want to jump out of the tower.
But there are no windows.
Well, in the rooms, there are windows.
Sure,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
break into one.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll put it like this: it would be a minimum of like 40, 50 feet-ish.
The roofs, are they like?
They're like pointy
Okay, fuck.
wizard tower roofs.
If they were flat, I would just misstep onto a roof and.
Otherwise, can you jump down the stairs because there's a hole in the.
Yeah.
in
No,
the-
like the middle is just a pillar that
Mhm.
they snake around, like the
But
stairs snake
if you're
around the
on the
central
end of
pillar.
the other side of the hole for
But
the
you
stairs,
could leap down onto the floors and land behind the Dragoloth when it gets up there. Technically.
Okay, so I knock on every door, then go hide behind that thing.
Yes, I hide behind that thing too.
Okay, you knock on every door. Just a few more seconds go by, and then you see this Dragoloth pop up. At the same moment, an Arcanoloth opens the door. The Dragoloth is gonna make a perception check.
got the-
I haven't hide. Wait,
Yeah, you can both do stealth checks. What did you get?
Nice.
Tazio? What?
23.
23?
Natural 20.
29.
It just kind of looks around and does not seem to immediately notice you. This Arcanoloth looks out, however, from like the door that is right by you and just like looks at you and is like,
I will do.
"What do you want?"
Oh fuck! No.
And the Dragoloth turns around and is like, "They are hiding from me, sir!" And the Arcanoloth just looks at it, looks at you, looks at it, and then just starts to close the door.
Wait, are
No, the Arcanoloth looks at you and then at it and then at you. The Dragoloth does not seem to. Yeah, well, because you're basically hiding like right on the side that the Arcanoloth
Can I
opened.
run into the room?
It's beginning to close its door, but if you
Wait,
can,
before that, if I saw him looking at me, so that he
you
saw,
can can try.
does
Are you just
he-
gonna bum rush him like just?
How close is the
Dreadlock.
Dragoloth?
Like how far up?
The
stairs
Dragoloth would be like 15 feet away from you because it's like
Like,
just on the other
can-
side of the stairs,
Can
basically.
you do the drop?
You could.
I telepathically use. We can use do the drop storm.
What the fuck
It
is-
would probably notice you, and it would not like you wouldn't get a big head start. It would be a very like clutch thing. You'd have to rush
like
down the stairs.
the
and
drop
whatnot.
to the stairs.
Yes.
But there's probably other Dragoloth stairs.
You're gonna have to decide because the Arcanoloth is currently closing its door. the
well,
Dragoloth
yeah, I run
is,
into that thing.
Okay, so you're
Yeah,
just gonna rush towards him and just like tackle him or what?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run past him.
I mean, the door opening isn't that big. You're basically gonna have to run and push the Arcanoloth aside if you want to
Yeah,
get into the
not
room.
like hard, like a douche.
No, but you're still gonna have to
Yeah,
successfully shove him aside for it to
Yeah.
work.
I will misstep through the door.
Okay, you can do that, and then you just rush at him.
Excuse me, Arcanoloth.
The Dragoloth immediately notices you and is like, "Ah, there you are!" and is gonna start chasing after you. Make an athletics check, Storm.
Natural 20. Boom! Let's go!
You shove the Arcanoloth aside. It's just like pushed up against the door as you just run through and just head straight to the window, I guess, and just
Yeah.
leap out.
Remember this day as the day.
You almost got what did you say, Tazio?
Oh, building.
Well, I don't know, but it's like over 40 feet. I can tell you that. It's probably more. It's like
Oh,
it's probably like 80 feet or something.
if I drop, like if I fall, can I miss a step to land without falling?
You can try.
Okay, good. I will do that.
Okay.
I only have two. Well, I only have one missing step left.
I uncanny dodged the drop. Of course.
Okay. So Tazio, make a dexterity check.
Come on. 16.
16. I'll say you managed to do the misstep. You're just gonna take a little bit of damage from like building up some momentum, but you're gonna be able to negate most of it. Storm. You take. It's basically just like 1s and 5s and 6s.
Can I drink a healing potion in there?
You cannot.
What? I have fast gloves.
Yeah, but you hit the ground in less than a single round. Like you can do it as soon as you land, but not before that. Okay, so that's gonna be 3, 8, 13, 18, 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
From the fall if I didn't do it.
Tazio, of course I roll super high for your damage. That's 10 damage.
Oh damn.
That was just two d6s. So Storm basically took the same amount of damage with his uncanny dodge. Okay, so you go running. As you start running, you see the second Regoloth is now coming towards you from the big stairs.
Is there somewhere we can hide?
I mean, it's like like the big stairs that lead up to the high quarters, because you've now landed outside the 5-pointed star, and this thing is coming from the direction you came from, and it's like, there you are!
My fucking god.
Yes, now the Nalpachne is going to come after
Like,
us as well.
what you have around here is basically the house that you think is Artefamos' private house. And then there's the 5-pointed star, there's the Tower of the War Toll, and there is the Acropolis. Those are the only places around.
The stairs is here, right? And he's standing here. So can I jump over him?
No. Okay, let me just make a quick drawing of basically what this looks like.
God, man.
You're not doing too well, are you? So I'm just quickly gonna draw my own personal map of this part.
So we can point, flip the finger to the butcher.
Yeah, I feel like the butcher is going to come here and just gonna fight with the Dragloths, and hopefully he can take them down and then kill us. Hey, if we pit all our enemies against each other, they all want to kill us.
Okay, so and then something like that. Yeah. Okay, so let me go over to map cam real quick. So this is basically what this looks like. So where you are right now is you landed about right here and have started running over here. At that point, you see the Dragloth coming here from the stairs.
Wait, how fast is he going through the stairs?
No, this is the other one.
Oh, right.
Because you
yeah,
were only
running
chased
the
by
tower.
one.
So we are there, okay.
You reckon that when he shouted, this one started running towards him and is now caught up to you. So the other one is still at the top of the tower. This one is the other one that has been trying to catch up.
I know what I'm gonna do. I run up to him.
Okay,
Wait, where is he?
he's right here. Like the arrow coming from the...
Okay.
Storm, follow
What is
my
that
lead.
cube?
What?
What is the cube beside the stairs?
That's Artifamus' house.
Okay. Yeah, I
Like
follow,
these are big proportions. Like
Please.
yeah,
these are
I follow,
massive things.
I followed Taz.
Okay, so I will, when I'm like 30 feet close, I will use my ability momentary stasis, so he has to make a constitution save.
Oh!
Please, fuck.
Okay.
I can do this 5 times.
That is a natural 19.
And then I run a bit back, like keep distance between, and the next round I will do the same thing.
Wait, how are you gonna run back? Because you run forwards.
I mean, like, I will. No, okay, no. I want to be 60 feet then, away from it.
Okay.
When I do
Yep.
it. And I fail. Then next in 6 seconds I will do it again.
What the fuck?
Yeah. You're now 30 feet between, or there's like 30 feet between you at this point because he keeps running
Now,
towards
then
you.
I will cast it again.
Just give me a second to just check this thing.
It will only be working for one.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so another constitution. That's a nat 18.
I will try to like keep 60 feet.
So you're gonna start running back now? You run 30 feet back.
Yeah, until it works.
Yep.
Wait. Do I really want to follow this? It's failed.
Wait, I have 3 more tries.
Do I just wait, let's see.
You see Tazio starts backing off, like running backwards as this thing comes charging towards you.
Okay, so can I like do a roundabout and see that he has to choose one of us? But I'm still out the range.
Let me just check one thing real quick. How close to each other are you standing?
Like
Feet.
5 feet, I guess.
After the second failed attempt, I need you both to... Let me see here.
Fuck. We still have.
Make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, I'm proficient.
I feel bad for Dara, just like unconscious somewhere else.
Yeah, even Florp could have done shit. Quasit Florp.
Okay.
I'ma use my scare.
So wisdom saves. What did you get?
17.
17.
Oh no.
You actually both just barely managed to succeed. You feel how your minds are starting to get like almost weird in a way, like you start to perceive things as different. Things around you are just moving in a strange way. You get weird urges for just like a second, but then it all just goes by, or it goes away.
Constitution saving throw.
That's worse.
He has to choose one.
It's still a 16 though.
Fuck!
Okay, so who's he's running towards when he has to choose one of us? Because I ran to.
Okay, so you start running away when he casts the second time. I mean, since third time. I mean, since Tazio is the one that doesn't really move that much, he's just gonna go for him.
Perfect. So I'm gonna dash out of there when he doesn't go for me.
Yep. You managed to kind of like do a bit of a semicircle around him and dash
Perfect.
past him.
Remember the day? Yeah, I still can speak in Abyssal, so
Yeah.
Tazio, is what the ability you're using, is that an action, bonus action, or
Action,
action?
I believe.
In that case, he would be able to catch up with you because he's dashing towards
I
you.
need to see. Yes, action. Fuck.
Yeah, because he's been
Yeah.
dashing towards you. So in this case, at this point, he's going to be able to catch up with you.
Yeah, I will do it again when he's in
Okay,
front
so
of
he's
me.
in melee range,
Oh,
just
he's
5
there.
feet in front of you.
I will do it again.
Okay.
last shot, dude.
This time it actually works because that's a 9.
Oh,
He's incapacitated, and
You see how he just like goes to grab you and like freezes right before the arms kind of like
I run,
yeah.
and it will be until
No.
the end of my next turn, I believe. Creatures until the end of your next turn. So
yeah,
I
so
will get
you
90 feet away because 30 plus 60.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
This is such a fiesta.
Yeah.
After that, he's going to start charging after you again, though.
Yeah, I will if he. Oh, wait.
So he's going to be able to instantly catch up 60 feet. So there's going to be a 30-foot gap between you.
Yeah, I will cast it while I'm running. No,
Yeah,
because
you
I
can.
have to do it.
You can do that. That's another 9.
Oh,
He
he's
freezes. You manage to get. By the time he's loose again, you've gained another 30 feet on him.
So now I'm.
You're 60 feet ahead of him.
Yeah, well, no, 60. Yeah, right, 60.
Yeah, because he instantly starts dashing whenever
Mhm.
he's.
Yeah,
He's
and then I
free.
will
I'm
just
quite
dash.
warm now, am I not?
Hmm?
I want to
You would have been able to basically get away at this point.
I will run
Can
to
I,
the
am I in the tavern?
Yeah, you could get into the tavern before the Draglots.
Can I
would,
talk to
would find you again.
Can I talk to innkeeper?
You just like go in there. You see the incubus is kind of standing there. Yeah, what are you doing?
Get in there. Abyssal now. You do you have a place to hide? You get
What do you mean a place to hide?
behind the counter or something. Behind there. Yeah.
What are you hiding from?
No.
Did you screw the man butcher again?
No, another lad. They won't destroy anything.
You sure about that? This is the abyss.
He didn't see me come here.
Then why do you need to hide? Tazio, you keep running. Where are you headed?
To the tavern.
Okay. You're gonna run to the tavern. The thing is not that far behind you, though.
Yeah, I know.
So he will see.
Yeah, well, I have to do it. I have nowhere else to run.
You go running towards the tavern.
I know what I want to do.
Yeah, so Storm, you're in there. You're kind of like counting the seconds.
I want to, I want to run up to my room and then climb outside the roof and like sit there outside the window. So the windows is out and then I'm like here on the roof or something.
Okay. Sure.
So you want to like hold on to the roof and hang outside the window, or what? Okay.
Kinda.
All right. So you dash up to your room. Make an acrobatics check, I guess.
23.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get out there and you're hanging there.
Hide.
Sure, you can hide, I guess.
Perfect. Well, what's the odds that they see me either way? But 13.
All right. I will say, if you need to hang here for a long time, it might get difficult.
Is there nothing to put my feet on? Like, isn't the structure like lumpy and stuff, or is this more beautiful?
I mean, no, it is, but it's not really like enough to get proper support. Like, it helps a little bit, but it's not enough to really alleviate the
Okay.
like the effort of your arms.
How far up is the window?
Well, so you're running into the tavern at this point.
Yeah, I'm running to the room.
Yeah. Okay. So you, as you get to the room, you hear this voice from downstairs that just says,
In the name of favored Ezra, where did they go?
or he would just say, "Where did he go?" Because he doesn't know that Storm is here. You go to the room. You're just like, shoot!
Yeah, I will jump out of the window.
You just jump out of the window.
How far down is?
I mean, it's not that far. This is like the second floor, so.
Yeah, I will leap out of the window and then I will hide against the wall of the building.
Okay.
I close the window after.
You take another 5 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Okay.
Close the window after him, of course.
You see Tazio jump out and you just look into the window, into the room, and just quickly like push the window shut and then just go back to hanging there.
Oh, I noticed him because my passive perception is 13. Oh, hey.
You fall past, and then as you land, you just look up and you see Storm. You kind of spotted him in your periphery as you fell past, and then you just like go up and you just push yourselves, and you push
I
yourself
see
against the
him
wall.
do that. I will also jump down to the floor and.
Okay.
Right
Okay.
I
You take
I'm
5
gonna-
damage as well. I'll have that to 2 then.
So, yeah, perfect.
And you also push yourself. You make a new stealth check.
Yeah, I got 13, so it won't really matter, I guess.
19.
19. Okay. Yeah, you're just standing there. You're pushed against the wall. A few more seconds go by.
They have to destroy the door though, if they want to get in, don't they?
I mean, the doors are made for large creatures to be able to get through. Like they'd
But
have to squeeze a
it
bit.
doesn't open.
Can't
doesn't open.
Well, sure, it shouldn't open at least.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, okay, good. But it
Lord.
opened the butcher. So.
The butcher just smashed it to bits.
Oh,
Or he basically like smashed the lock so that it just flung open instead.
Okay. Well, I believe this dude can smash it as well.
About 2 more rounds go by. Do you do anything?
No, I keep hiding.
What were your stealth checks? 13 and
19.
Okay. Tazio, just roll a d20.
Three.
Okay. You see suddenly this head pop out through the window and look down. It just says,
Found you.
I start running.
Oh my god! Yeah, I just still stay there.
You're right beside me, though.
Well, he didn't see me. If you
you're
run,
not
you
sure.
run. Does it look like he saw me?
You see this head pop out, look straight down to where you're both standing side by side and say, "Found you." Would Storm really be like, "Nah, he didn't see me"?
Okay, yeah. I wait some seconds.
Because you see now how like these 4 arms just grab the window and just start like pushing through
okay.
it, just trying to like pull the entire wall down.
Oh Jesus!
Wait, what?
Then I bounce.
Because it's gonna like it's too big to fit through the window, so it's basically gonna tear a chunk of the wall down with
Oh
it.
my god! Yeah, run.
Spooky.
Okay, so you both start running.
I want to climb up on the roof.
I can't do
I make
that.
I want to see which roof is easiest to climb. At this point, that's the only.
Yeah,
fucking
make
way.
a perception check.
28.
28. Yeah, you see a roof that would be pretty easy to reach.
Perfect.
Tazio, where are you
run on the
running?
roof and try to climb.
I'm just running. I don't know where I'm running. I'm just running.
Okay.
My God.
But like, what direction? Do you run left or right when you get to the main road, or do you head deeper into like the more dangerous parts of the city?
Dangerous points.
Okay. Yep. You do that. Storm, you climb, make an acrobatics check on advantage, I guess, because you found a good
Nice.
path.
21.
21. Okay. You with ease manage to scale one of the buildings and get to the top. Make
then
a
I
stealth
hide,
check,
okay.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That is.
You notice that the Dragoloth seems to struggle to break through the window and is kind of stuck there still.
22. Now I know they cannot find me. No way in hell.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just running out so he can't see me. I'll do as
right.
many turns as I can. Just to throw
Yeah, you
him.
just twist and turn through this place.
Yeah, and then I will find a spot to hide and I hide.
Yep. You do that.
Yeah. I get that is 19.
Sure. You find a pretty good place to hide. And
And I will try to make a short rest there.
right. I think that's a good point to take a break.
Sounds good.
We're gonna have to do a short break here because we can't play for that much longer after this, I think. But yeah, we've been playing for almost 3 hours already, or 2:40. So yeah, we'll be back in a couple of minutes then. So we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we are back. Hello. Before the break, these highly intelligent specimen decided to try to escape from one of Apollyon's favored, and after a long chase, it seems like they may have gotten away. At least for the moment. Except for Dara, of course, who got ditched from moment one. So, Storm and Tazio, you've hidden in different parts of the city. You're both able to kind of patch yourselves up a little bit. You take short rests as an hour goes by.
One thing I'm very happy for is that I didn't give Dara a healing potion, because if I gave her a healing potion, I would be locked up and not tasked.
Probably. But I would probably just grab the closest one.
You know, the
know,
worst thing about this is that when this is all over and Storm reflects on this, he's gonna learn a lesson, and it's to be to think more about himself. To hold on to his things, to not help people. That's what he's gonna take from this.
That's all I'm learning, because I can do something like.
But on the other hand, you was stuck in the abyss.
You want to know something really weird and horrible? That healing potion was a gift from Dara.
Yeah, exactly.
This is so bad. Oh, okay. Anyway, Storm, are you gonna try to are you just gonna basically lie down there and on the roof and?
I'm just gonna make it cozy with my coat and my web cloak and everything.
So you're not gonna try to spy on the streets or anything?
No, I'm just gonna chill.
Right. So you get your rests.
It's the birds. It's their birds.
If there are birds here?
In the abyss.
None that you can see. I mean, there were the vulture-like bird creatures that carried you to, from the tower
But if
of
I want to
of
find
Mortal.
food, is there birds that I can shoot down?
No, there are no birds that are flying around above you, no.
Oh. Well, never mind then. I'm just chilling.
You've seen some abyssal chickens on the streets. Obviously, you didn't know that they were chickens the first time you saw them, but...
Okay, so when there's gone some hours, I want to look down
Okay. Before that, Dara,
Sure.
you you find yourself waking up after an unknown amount of time. You just like look around. The room seems dark, but obviously that doesn't really bother you. You're not in any place that you know. As a matter of fact, there isn't really much in this room to know. You just see this metal door that seems to be heavily reinforced, and then brick walls around you.
Lovely. Is there like a window or something that I can see through?
No, it's pitch black. There's no window, only the door, and the door is made of solid steel. Seems quite strong.
Would you say that the door is airtight?
I mean, you're able to breathe.
Well, you want to know something real funny? I might summon up my Florp Quasit now,
Okay.
and apparently this Quasit can turn into a centipede. Crawl through.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'd allow that. I'd say that there's a way for that to work. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
And I'm just gonna pop into Florp so I can see everything, and
Right.
what do I see on the other side?
Sure. You see a corridor. You seem to be near one of the ends of it. There are a total of 5 doors in this corridor. One on each short side, and there's another one on the same side of the corridor that your door is on, but it's near the other end. And then on the opposite wall, kind of in the middle of the corridor, there's another door.
Well, let's go. Just get it in total. There are 7 doors. Then?
No. I'll just pull up the map for this.
Yeah, thanks. That would be really.
Let me just do this then. And switch to map cam. So basically, you are right at you are inside this door right here.
Right.
Actually, I can just do that.
Then
So that's where you are.
The Florp, the centipede, wants to go to the one close next to me, to the right. So, all right.
I guess the one on the same side. Yeah. All right. So you send your familiar over there. And let me just do.
I feel like this is the only time Florp is used.
So you see another room that is slightly bigger. You still have dark vision, right?
Yeah, my Quasit has dark vision,
Yeah,
so yeah.
In that case, that's fine. Let me just find my notes real quick. As you crawl inside with your familiar, you see a few more things than you saw in your own little room. In this one, you see the first thing you see is two demons that you've seen a few of these around. They look very much like goat people, with these two kind of like curved horns that arch outwards, kind of fur around the neck and down the chest a little bit, and the arms. The rest of it is kind of this like smooth gray-skinned, quite slender body that is very humanoid, except for the legs are a bit like twisted, like goats' legs with the like hooves and stuff. both of these creatures kind of sit like crouched, and there's a tail that seems to be partially barbed, and it drips some sort of liquid from the end of the spikes, and the tails kind of like move around the body a little bit.
No Arcanoloth?
The other thing you see is an Arcanoloth.
Ooh.
A familiar one dressed in quite nice robes. Although these robes seem to be a bit roughed up since you last saw them. The Arcanoloth is sitting there, though, on a bit of a bench. Doesn't really do anything in particular, except twiddle his thumbs.
Florp is gonna shapeshift back into the Quasit form and say, in Dara's voice, "Hello."
What?
Yeah, it's me, Dara, in common also.
Okay.
Because I don't know Abyssal.
You do that, and immediately these goat people just look at this Quasit and are going to attack it.
Shift back and get the fuck out of the...
So
I
they
think-
are...
I like the plan from the beginning, and then you did that. And,
Yeah.
my brain went fucking melted.
Okay, 18 and 20 both hit, right?
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, you see both of these tails just whip around and both smack this little Quasit that stands there waving, happy to see
Dara, please.
Sophos, and just instantly gets obliterated with a poof, and you snap back to your own like current.
That would be scary. It's like virtual reality.
So, I will say your arcane focus has been taken from you, and
lovely.
so have all your other things, basically.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
You only
No
have the
more
clothes that you wear, and nothing else.
Yes.
I'd say you still have your amulet, actually.
I don't even know
Your,
how
dark
you
shard
got
amulet.
into this. You don't even know what happened. You only know that you were fighting and then you got
That's
raped.
true. That's true.
So you don't know we bounced with other. You don't know nothing.
Oh my god, that's true. I didn't even realize
Yeah.
that Dara was unconscious for all of this.
Yeah.
Like even going to see Eja. Wow, that's yeah.
Well, Dara is pretty messed up right now, with 1 HP, so she's
Yeah.
going to take a long rest.
My God. Think
that's
about the
yeah.
scenario: leaving his wife, going on adventure, and getting fucked and by a lizard, going to jail, and then when we're out of jail, you want your stuff back. Then you're stuck in another prison in hell.
No, the abyss actually.
The abyss.
Which one's worse? I mean, it depends. Okay.
And now you have no fucking familiar, so you're going to go insane because you have no one to talk to, or look at, or whatever.
It's not like I could talk to Florp anyway.
Well, you could do something, play with it. Now you only have fucking maybe a rat.
I can minor illusion shit stuff.
Okay, I guess. That
I
works.
minor illusion
I mean,
storm or something.
Florp is still its own entity, though. Like, there is a sentience to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
minor
not like I
illusion. You
talk
just
with
storm that.
No, but I mean, you could talk to him without feeling insane.
Yeah, Storm just stands there and does his.
All right. Well, do you
Right
want to do
tornado.
anything else?
Well, I'm going to have to rest up a bit so I have spells.
Right.
Your HP.
Okay. So, in that case, back to Storm and Tazio.
There's some hours.
The
I-
short rest goes by,
Yes.
so that's an hour. how much longer do you want to wait, Storm?
Maybe 1 hour to be on the
Okay.
safer side.
And
Yes.
Tazio, you do the same?
1 hour.
Or- Okay, so you wait 2 hours total then. Okay. Once those hours go by, what do you do?
I
I
look
will
down
go
the
back
roof.
I will go back to the tavern.
Okay. You just carefully navigate through these quarters. Just roll a d100 for me, would you?
Ah.
100.
Mhm.
Okay, I got 81.
81. All right. Yep. You managed to get back to the tavern without any problems, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
So you go in there. You see all these demons kind of like look at you as you enter, just staring at you.
I will go up to the room.
Okay. You start walking into this common room, and the incubus will just say, "Hey,
Hey,
mind if we have a bit of a talk?"
sure. We can have a talk.
So, second time in less than 20 hours or so that someone comes in here and wrecks one of my rooms as a result of you and your pals.
Well, this time,
You screwed with one of Apollyon's favorite.
I mean, like, we're just trying to, like, get out of the abyss, you know? And
Yeah, that's not the way to go.
So we just, you know, like,
Yeah, but getting one of the top 4 most powerful people in the city against you is not the way to get out of here, you know?
well, someone was a bit bad at lying, so he wanted to throw us, you know, in the penitentiary. But if we would have succeeded on that lie, everything would have gone well. I mean, like, I can pay with a kiss, you know.
What's that
later,
gonna
like,
do, huh?
I don't know, you know. But later, because we really need to find someone.
Yeah, you know what else you need to find? Somewhere else to stay.
I can't do that. Well, have a nice day.
You too.
24 hours. And I go. Can I see Storm somewhere?
No. I mean, you can make a perception check, I suppose.
I will check behind of the house too, because that was where I last saw him.
Yeah, I mean...
17.
No trace of him. He
Not
vanished.
the backside.
No,
Okay.
Storm vanished.
Storm, is you here?
Okay, Tazio, you start walking around and you start yelling Storm's name.
After the 2 hours, I want to find the chicken.
I mean,
But
yeah,
you can do that.
that would be around the time that Tazio goes out there and starts yelling your name, though.
Okay, good then.
So you kind of wake up to the sound of your name being called.
What the hell is this? I look down from the roof.
You see, like, on the other side of the main street, like, down the alley, Tazio is walking around and going, like, Storm! Storm! Are you here?
Shoot an arrow right at his feet.
Okay, bring out your crossbow, you shoot a bolt. Make an attack roll. Natural one.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna shoot him. I was thinking before.
What's your dexterity? +3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tazio, you're walking there, and all of a sudden you just hear this, and you feel pain in your left foot. And looking down, you see this crossbow bolt sticking out. You take 5 piercing damage.
What the fuck?
Or no, 4. No, wait. No, 4. I think. Yeah, 4.
You rolled the 1.
No, I gave him. I did half damage.
Okay, nice. He saw where that came from, I assume.
I mean, you shot him from behind.
Oh, behind, so he...
Yeah, 'cause he was walking further into this, but it wouldn't be too difficult to figure out where it came from what direction.
So you see my 2 eyes.
Make a perception check.
Let me check if I do this right. I just have to clear. 17.
Yeah, you at this point, in Storm is kind of trying to make himself known to you. You look over, like still in pain. Okay, you just yank it out and it starts bleeding more. But you look over and you see Storm on a rooftop, just waving at you.
I pull out my rope and throw it down so he can climb up it.
I climb up.
Okay, so you walk over to there. Before you do so, there's like a closet that starts climbing up the rope, and like Storm, you're just lying there, not looking down to the bottom, and all of a sudden you see a closet just pop up right in front of your face.
I want to push him, down from the...
Make an attack roll.
Sure.
With your strength as the base.
Is push that?
Oh, you want to push? Well, then
I guess
athletics check.
That's a shove. Right?
Yeah,
What
then
is
it's
it then?
athletics check.
Okay, athletics check. Well, then it is 15 as well. No, 16.
This boy rolled high. That's like a 20 something. He just like dodges to the side and still hangs there. And then just like climbs up over your head and starts scuttling off away from you. Okay, you shoot a crossbow
the
ball.
direction of the crossbow and shoots him in the head. That is 20.
That hits.
Oh, that's the wrong die.
I mean, it dies.
Nice, perfect.
You shoot this closet, bolt goes straight through the head, it just dies. Right
It's
there.
still on the roof.
Yeah.
Perfect. Food.
I mean, closets are basically just skin and bone.
Oh, never mind that.
There's not a lot to eat on them.
Okay, then I go back to rope.
I climb rope.
Okay, yep, you climb up. You're up there with
What
Storm.
the
What's
fuck,
up to my
Storm?
crib?
Why the fuck did you shoot me?
This is my crib. You see, my bed's right there. I got a lamp over here with the, the orb. Oh yeah, right. You're not Jackson. I found that. Then we got like. I'm going insane.
You know that we can't stay in the tavern anymore.
Yeah, that's why my crib is here on this roof, my bro.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna get some food that quasi doesn't look too tasty. I look down on the.
Well, I have some rations left.
Excuse me for the foot, by the way. I just woke up. I'm quite bad at aiming them. I look down on the streets. Is there some chicken somewhere or something?
Yeah, you
that
see
is
some abyssal
tasty?
chickens that are walking around.
So you know that I have.
I tie my rope to the arrow. Put the arrow, shoots the arrow with the rope and like a fishing hook, and then.
So you're making an impromptu grappling hook, basically.
Yep.
Okay. Make make a sleight of hand check to begin with.
While he's doing that, I will use prestidigitation to clean up the roof.
Nice.
So it's a bit
13.
Okay, the rope is attached to some degree.
Perfect.
Then make an attack roll, I guess, but make it on disadvantage because the rope is making it basically impossible to shoot this thing. Because like when you 8.
Yep.
Yeah, you're trying to put the rope into like the loading mechanism of the crossbow, but it just gets stuck.
Freaking bruh. Can you like? Oh yeah, you're right. You had a hand. Can you go and pick up the chicken if I shoot it?
60 feet, probably. I think.
Perfect. I shoot normal bolt now.
Right.
Yeah, 30 feet. 30 feet. Never mind.
Well, if you pick one that is close, I'll say
Yeah.
you can reach it. Okay, so make an attack roll, I guess.
14.
14. That is hit.
How much does chicken weigh?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Searching on Google.
what's-
How much does?
Basically.
Nice.
A beast can't just like.
Well, I'm trying to use a regular chicken as a reference. How much can Mage Hand lift?
10 pounds. So that's like 5 kilograms.
Yeah, I'd say that's enough. Sure.
Nice.
It was a
Nice.
smaller abyssal chicken. Because they weigh a bit more than normal chickens. So.
And do I see anything that's flammable or like that I can start on fire with?
Well, we got the chimneys, dude. We got the chimneys. We poke the
Yeah,
arrow through it,
true.
and then we put it there, and then it.
Yep, that works.
That works.
It.
Well, I have firebolts too, but.
Nice.
Well, okay, so you do that.
Make the chicken to split that shit.
You find like a metal rod or something on the
Nice.
roof, and you just roast the chicken over a chimney. It gets a bit of a sulfur aftertaste, but I mean it's probably not too toxic.
So
So
what's your plan, Taz, boy?
Well, first of all, we need to get to the Penetentiary, or what it's called.
Penetentiary.
Because that's where Dara and Sappho's are.
Like this. I like Dara as a co-worker. She was nice. She wasn't too bothered by me like most people are. But I feel it's time to let her go. See, just go talk with what is she called Apothea, and she probably can fix us a loth that can get us out of here.
Storm gets the feeling that Dara yells, "I will kill you in your sleep."
Because I don't see any way in hell we get there without getting spotted. We don't know where it is. It's like, again, needle in a haystack, and then going there. There's probably no windows, because why would you have windows in that stuff? We have to walk into it without getting caught. You don't have invisibility. They see invisibility. You are not stealthy. So I'm gonna risk my life and my things to save. Yeah, feels. So we're just
So,
gonna hope that Dara is 200 IQ and can get out there herself, and because you saw what happened. If we try to go talk with them, they just start running after us. I will
That's true.
try tomorrow to speak to them again, but today I will speak to Apathea.
Wait. Okay, well, the one problem is that Sappho's is still in there also.
Yes, but
He
there gotta
he's
be
not
another
my,
one.
my mentor and stuff, so
Ah,
quite
oh, you're
hard
right.
to
We
leave
have
him.
something in common. Oh,
But I mean, like, I don't think we are capable of doing it. Oh,
indeed.
yeah. So one plan can be that we can go back and I will inform the company, and they might do something about it. But I don't think us two, can do anything.
So
How
luck
do
with
we
Dara.
how do we find a way out of here then?
We go speak with Apathea and see what she got.
Well, I have an idea, because when I talked to the Incubus, I said I was gonna, like, we were trying to get out, and that's why he like chased us and everything. And he said that's not the way to go if you want to get out. So I can just use like alter self on myself, and then I become another sort of.
So you
More.
have the thing that you turn into something else as well.
Yes, but I gain their features like and stuff.
But
So I will become as tall as what I choose.
so you go there and talk with the
Incubus.
big
Because
man.
Incubus. No. The big man would probably see through that. But I
Why
don't know.
will you talk to Incubus?
I don't know if he can see through.
But what will you do with the
Tazio,
Incubus?
make an Arcana check.
18.
Okay.
No. 21.
Okay. Just give me a second as well, so that I don't give you any incorrect information here.
What will you do with alter yourself?
I will just make myself look like another mortal being and
Right,
go
okay, so-
there and say, do you know a way I can get out of this hellhole?
Tazio,
Okay.
you got an 18, right?
21.
21. Sorry. What you know from like alter self, it's not an illusion. It is that one is what's it called? Transmutation, I think. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. To your knowledge, true sight sees through illusions.
I think no one will see through it.
Because like the way you know that it works is that it actually changes your physical form. It's just temporary.
So how do you want me to look? Storm.
Wait. You want to look something else and go to the Incubus and
Because
ask him.
he-
He won't know nothing.
He said that when I said like, oh, we went to him to like see if we could get out and stuff. He said that's not the way to go if you want to get to the
Yeah,
material.
but that's no shit.
Well, don't.
It is. No shit.
But
We
he
don't
might
mess
know.
with one of the 3 chosen ones
I mean, like,
to get out.
we can try, you know.
And then you go to
Then we
the
do
big man.
we are probably gonna.
Well, you are a different person then. So you
Well,
start
that's-
talking to him. Can I get? We get a second chance, and then you have the teleportation thing.
No,
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
have it.
Well, tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, yeah.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Great plan.
Like, we will probably die from that.
I
Wait,
will
like,
be there.
what do you do with a second plan? A second chance?
You go there and ask how you can get them out as a new person, right?
Well, I don't think that will work, because the reason why he wanted to throw us in the jail or
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's because
We lied.
We said that no. We said that we were co-workers with Sophos.
Why doesn't he like Sophos?
He doesn't like the company he works for. It's a different demon lord.
Oh, he's a different demon.
So
lord.
that's why he
What?
won't let him go.
Well, then you just saved Dara then, and we out.
He won't let Dara go because she's a co-worker. I mean, he believes that she works for that company. And that you and me work for that company.
So you will not try that because I have nothing
We
to try there.
we can try, but then we really need to like. He will see that I will dimension though out of this, so he will stop probably.
Well, I go to Apatheia now, and you go to the Incubus. Great.
Yes.
I'll pick up my stuff. Climb. Do you have something to get down? Or we can take the rope, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I have to tie it to something then, and then I can't get it. Okay, I hold the rope, so you get down, then I climb down myself without rope.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so as you're preparing to go to different places, Dara,
Yes.
as you're sitting there, I feel so bad for you because there's like nothing to do.
No.
You're sitting there in the darkness, and you hear some like abyssal speech outside the door, but you don't understand what they're saying. But as you're standing there, like ear pressed against the wall, you hear the rattling of keys in the lock. And so you back off, the door opens, and you see a big figure, about your height, a little bit taller, or actually quite a bit taller. No, it's a medium creature, so...
I feel like my head is going like, wait, it's just really tall. No,
I mean, yeah, because it's a bit hunched at first, and then it like stands up, and you think it's gonna be super big, but then it just stops. So it's like, oh, yeah. So, yeah, this creature that is again similar to the one that you saw, being like the gatekeeper to the city, but also this one is smaller than that first one.
That's
And it just
feral.
kind of like steps inside. I mean, it still looks like a big roided up orc, basically, with horns and this kind of spiked skin and whatnot. It just like steps inside, slams the door shut behind it.
You speak. Why do you serve my fast?
The who, the what?
Do not make fun of me, mortal. Malphas, your demon lord. Why do you serve him, and why did he send you here?
Look, I don't know who that is, but I assure you that I do not serve any such demon lord.
You are the third one we have caught in a short period of time that we know is a servant of Malphas. Now
Oh,
speak.
who's the first one? Look, I don't know what this is all about. I don't even know who this demon lord you're talking, Malphas or something like that. Look, I'm a warlock. I work for the exhibitor. I just happen to upon a debt that I'm trying to collect from someone named Schreiber.
Shaver.
Make a persuasion check.
22.
Okay.
Why should I believe you? You are here to save someone who is a servant of Malphas, and just a week or two ago we caught another servant of Malphas. This cannot be a coincidence.
Look, I don't care what he has done. The only reason we wanted him was because he was our means of transportation. We don't know what he has done. I don't really care. I just want to get home. Please.
He kind of
Aw.
like looks at you,
Cute.
walks around a bit.
I feel like cute is the only way to go through the abyss right now.
Yeah, you was. You have charisma, so you should be sexy, by the way.
Wink, wink.
You get the sense that these demons don't really care unless they're succubi or incubi. The only lust they feel is bloodlust.
Yeah, that's the good lust.
It just like walks around a bit, and then it just like swings out with its arm and just lifts you up by your throat, just pushes you up against the wall and just keeps you held there. Not really, like the grip isn't that tight that you're currently like having your airflow restrained, but
Okay.
it's you're being held up and it hurts, and it just says,
Just admit it! You serve my fast! It cannot be another way, I don't understand it!
I told you, I work for the exhibitor. He's not a demon lord.
just throws you to the side. At this point, you would have regenerated hit points,
Yeah.
so you don't go unconscious, but you take like 2 damage or so.
Thanks.
and
Would I have
just
my
like-
spell slots back then?
Yeah, technically, but obviously you don't have your materials or anything.
Didn't
so
you say
you're
I had
quite
the
limited.
amulet?
Yeah, you do. You have that one.
It works as an arcane focus, you know.
Oh, it does. Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
That's one of the things
I
it does.
suspected it, but I wasn't sure. It just paces around.
Exhibitor. Why the exhibitor? How is it not my fast?
And just starts heading towards the door, just like rips it open, starts walking outside.
Yeah.
Do you do anything?
I
Because it's gonna start like closing the door.
cast invisibility on myself.
He will see.
All right. When do you want to cast that?
Well, what does it ever turn around just to see that you're there? It's there just to gloat or something like that.
Yeah, sure. Like right as it's about to slam the door, it just like turns around to like get a good push or a good shove, and just looks.
I will yell, "Teleport away!" Invisibility.
It won't work.
You never know.
You can't escape, but where did you go? Where are you?
And it's going to step back inside this cell and just look around. It's gonna bring out this big axe that it kept on its back.
Can
I
I
think it's
try
just
to
an
get
axe.
back?
No, it's a
Can I-
sword.
Can I try to get through and behind?
Make a dexterity check, because it comes into the room and starts like just swinging wildly around
Oh.
itself.
Oh my God.
But make a dexterity check.
16.
Okay, and also make a stealth check.
Shit.
Or you don't
On
have
advantage?
to. You don't have. Yeah, obviously it's an advantage. You don't have to, but you can.
Oh. 19.
Okay. Yeah. All right. This dude is not very perceptive. It just goes to swing around, but does not seem to be able to pinpoint where you are. You manage to duck under the sword as it swings, and you just barely manage to make it past. You are now back out in the hallway.
Yes.
You don't see
Left
anything
door.
else here.
Left door. That one.
The left door, like the one on the short side, right?
Yes.
On your left. Okay. It's
Quiet.
kind of like it seems to be locked, but the it can be unlocked from the side of the door. So you just do that. You swing the door open, and you see one of these creatures that was that you saw inside the cell with the Suffos is standing outside and just looks over as the door opens and just looks confused when there's nobody there. What do you do? It sounds kind of like to the side. Are you just gonna try to sprint past it, or?
I'm gonna try to stand a little bit to hugging the wall, basically, so it has a room to go through, and I'm going to minor illusion a minor explosion further up. Down
so right as you open, you still hear this like orcish like creature swinging his blade and just screaming like, "Where? I know you're still here!" And at this point, this goat man is going to notice that, sees this kind of like explosion, and starts running in past you. The door is now open.
I get the hell out of here.
Okay. So you just start dashing out of there. There doesn't seem to be anyone else here except for more of the kind of orcish creatures back over at like the bigger gate to this. You see now that you're making your way out. There seems to be some sort of side entrance to the Penetentiary building in the high quarters. But in the immediate vicinity, you can't really see any other creatures that would have any better odds at spotting you. So you're able to just like dash out of there. Where do you go?
Well, am I out in the city now, or is it still like?
I mean, you're still in the high quarters at this point.
Oh, nice.
I will try to get to somewhere obscured a little bit, and then I'm going to cast a fly on myself and get out.
Okay. Yeah, you could probably go over to like the side of the stairs where you have the mansion, Artifemus' mansion, and you can cast fly on yourself there. Yep. And make your way out of there.
So your plan started with teleport away, beep, and it worked.
Make a perception check as you're flying over the city.
Shit, nat 1.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't see that much interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much interesting stuff.
I might try to get back to the inn.
Okay. Yeah, fly back to the tavern. Tazio, were you gonna go to the inn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I look like a big, very, very big furball.
Furball?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yeah,
That's
sure.
weird.
So Dara, you get to the tavern. You go inside. You see the incubus kind of look you over, and just says, "Hey, I'm surprised your companions haven't told you, but you are not welcome here anymore."
What has Storm done?
I mean, I don't know who did what, but your companions have managed to, how do I put this, anger one of the favored. There was a big chase, they broke another wall. I don't know where they went after that, but I'm not risking the evil eye of a favored of Apollyon.
Well, and you don't know where they went, perhaps?
They went to the room. They went out the window. Saw one of them come by here not too long ago. Was asking for continued lodgings. I denied it.
So, just to be clear, we're barred from the rooms, or are we banned from the establishment?
You cannot be here anymore.
Banned it is.
I'll not harbor criminals.
But I assure you that it's all just a big misunderstanding, yet it's all going to be okay in the end.
I have received explicit orders, and until those orders are lifted, I'm sorry.
Did I say a little? It's a medium-sized. You know, a medium-sized confusion about this. It's nothing to worry about. People
Right,
kill each
so-
other all the time here.
True, but it's not every day that somebody gets one of the favored so mad that they put out what is essentially a bounty.
Oh.
Oh.
How much is it on their heads?
It's not a bounty like that. It's not exactly the same type of bounties that you have in your world, to my awareness. This is more of a, you see them, you report them, and the favored comes and gets them. Now, I don't have the obligation to report you, but I can't harbor you. However, and he just kind of looks over to the demons in the common room. Can't say that they won't report you if they know about you.
I hope there's no... just to the DM, I hope there are no very strong demons right there, because I can't be bothered with the Nalfashney right now.
I mean, you don't see that one, at least. At this point, the door swings open, and you see, to your surprise, a furbolg step inside.
Ooh.
This furbolg kind of walks in and just stops and, like, looks at you.
I used telepathically and said, "It's me, Dara."
You get super surprised now again, hearing Tazio's voice in your head, coming
Wait,
from,
don't-
like, the ether in the direction of the furbolg.
Taz? What's going on? What have you done?
Wait, I will tell you everything soon. Just wait,
Where-
I need to talk to him.
Very well, Mr. Innkeeper. I shall leave this establishment and, of course, never coming back until, well, probably never.
Right. Good luck.
But it was a sort of pleasant stay.
I'm glad. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Sir, what can I do for you?
Hello there. So, long story short, a mad wizard teleported to this abyss, and I'm trying to find my way out. There's no one friendly here that is willing to help a mortal.
Right.
Do you know any way out of this this place that I can try to find?
Way out, I mean, 5-pointed star is where all the magic is happening.
Do you know anyone that can use teleportation pad that can help me?
I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
I reckon that most of the scholars possess the skill to do so.
I guess you need payments of some sort. It won't come free.
No, it wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It might depend a bit on what they have prepared, but you might be able to ask them to get ready. Where are you looking to go? Just back to the material plane?
The material plane downward, yes.
The Dawn world. Right. I mean, it's, I suppose you'd have to ask them, they'd have to request some, appropriate materials, I believe. It's not every day that I have, patrons come here and ask me for a way out of here.
I mean, like, you just look like a friendly soul, so
Right.
that I could ask you. Everyone else here just looks at me as a dirty mortal.
Right. Well, I'm not entirely sure, but the 5-pointed star, it's over in the high quarters. 5 towers and each corner of a pentagram. It's hard to miss. You should be able to see it from here.
Thank you very much.
Just ask around there. Most people should be able to do something. Don't bother with the closets, though.
The little
Oh,
squirrel-looking things.
okay, good. Thank you so much.
Right, no
If
worries.
that was bad, I would probably look for a room here.
Right.
And then I go
Okay.
away outside
Right.
to Dara.
Right.
Hello there, Dara.
Hello, person I have never met until now.
We are getting out of here. Right
Okay, look, I want to know what the hell happened.
now. We talked to the favorite one. He wasn't that happy. Storm was we both were bad at lying, and he ended up realizing that we worked for the company I work for, the Orcon, blah blah blah,
The Arcana
Yeah.
Emporium.
in Cora Emporium, and that's why he wanted to throw us away. And then right before they grabbed us, I teleported me and Storm out, and we ran and ran and ran, escaped. If you were alive, I would have grabbed you. Well, alive. If you weren't unconscious. If you weren't unconscious. He was the closest to, so it was a panic move. Well, good that you're out.
Yes, not because of you guys.
No, I didn't.
It was because of dumb luck
Well,
and
do you
some
want to
very
get
dumb
out?
guards.
Negative intelligence on both types of guards, by the way.
Yeah.
Storm is going to Apothea to check with her way out.
Yeah, I don't get the thing that she would help us. at
Yeah,
all.
we should walk over there. You should. I think people might be looking for you, so you can at least fool some demons with your disguise stuff.
Now I am a tiefling. Nice. Tiefling,
Wow,
so.
not even a furbolg like me.
Okay, so the tiefling turns into a furbolg and the drow turns into a tiefling.
Yes.
Great.
Well, it's more turning into a tiefling when there's a wanted tiefling.
Yeah, but this is a female tiefling.
Ooh.
Yeah,
We
that's...
go to 5-pointed star.
okay.
Yeah.
So, Storm, you would get
Sure.
there before them. You head over there.
Knock.
Okay, so you knock much more calmly and carefully this time
Yeah.
than in your frenzied panic last time you were here. You knock, about 20 seconds go by, and then the door opens, and Apothea stands there. She just looks at you for a second, and then... Nope, that ain't it.
Wait. I tried to put the foot in the door.
Okay, yeah, you do that. She pushes, and then
No,
just, like,
I
looks
need
at
to
you.
talk.
You
Okay.
see, like, this eldritch energy building up in her hand.
Just take it
Well, you
easy.
better talk real quick then, because I am about
Okay,
this close to blasting your head off. Do you understand?
so we are the way out got captured, and now we have to get out of here to the dawn world. And so how do we do that? Thank you. We did the teleportation circle over there, and so yeah. But this is the best place to find that, I assume.
You keep coming here asking for favors.
This is.
I will not help you escape the wrath of one of my mother's favored. Sure, I won't help them. I don't serve the other favored. I am a servant of Artefemos
I don't
and
even know
Artefemos
why.
alone.
They want to get a hold of me.
Well, explain. Begin. Try to tell me why I should help you then. What was the misunderstanding that I'm sure you're going to explain that this was?
Okay,
What
so-
happened?
Suffers.
Don't try to hide things, by the way,
Yes,
because I'm in a
yes.
bad mood and I'm very close to blasting your head off already.
Okay, so Sappho's, we come here to have a quest, yeah? And Sappho's is standing at the teleportation circle outside the gates.
And who is
So-
this Sappho's exactly?
Arcanoloth. from
An Arcanoloth.
yes, and he worked for another Arcanoloth, Schreiber.
You know, dropping the names of your friends won't help me understand
Okay,
any
you
better.
didn't know who that was. Co-worker. Yeah. So he was there to help us out when we were done with the quest. We walked there. He
But
wasn't there.
Storm.
A cackler.
You're not
Ra-
there.
No, I need to tell him is that he knows that he works for a company because I told him like 10 minutes before.
Yeah, but it's
I
Storm.
don't know the company name. And then he wasn't there, and then a cackler told Taz that the big one, the favored, the third or whatever, the big man.
Gazar
take-
or Ejar? The really big one or the big one?
The really big one with armor and stuff that fights in the dredge pit, I think.
The really big one does not fight in the dredge pit. The
Oh,
real
no,
big one
no.
is in the
The big one,
Skykeep,
the big one.
and was
Yeah,
the one
right,
I sent you to visit.
Right. So the big
So
one,
Ejar.
yeah, Eja had taken Sappho's. So
Oh,
we
it's
went to
that
dredge pit.
one.
So,
So that's the one you're talking about, the servant of Malphas. Huh.
Who is Malfa?
You work with Malphas,
No,
don't you?
I don't work for no one. I'm Captain Storm.
Well,
I
you're
work for-
here with that servant on Malphas.
Yep.
And you said he worked for somebody.
Yep.
Right, and that somebody is Malphas.
I guess.
Now, let me explain this to you. Demon lords are not very friendly to each other. Malphas is a rival demon lord of Apollyon. You are currently in Lord Apollon's realm, doing a mission that benefits her rival. That is not
That
a
sounds
good
like a
look.
stupid quest. No,
Mm,
exactly.
yes, doesn't it? So,
We weren't told that, though.
oh, I'm sure. That does not concern me, however. What concerns me is that you are essentially enemies of the state. You are... How do I put this in terms that you might understand? You are spies of a foreign nation. Do you know the word foreign? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know what that means.
Right. You are the bad guys in this place. And that just got revealed. Now, you have also somehow managed to make yourselves personal enemies of a favored one. I believe my mother is gonna get involved soon.
Yeah, so that's why I'm here asking you, kind one, to get us out.
I'm
Hey.
surprised. How did you escape getting captured in the penitentiary?
Taz teleported us out, and then we ran for like half an hour. Or time. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. We ran for very many miles.
I'm not sure you ran several miles. The city
A
isn't really
kilometer.
that big. Well, I don't know what these kilometers are.
Damn it. Yards. There we go.
Yes, there are quite a few yards in the city, that is true. Unit conversion isn't your strong suit either, is it?
No, not really.
No. I wonder what your strong suit really is.
Escaping.
I suppose you've got a knack for that, it seems, somehow. I'm surprised. I thought escaping required some sort of intelligence to know what to do. Being a quick
We
thinker.
actually destroyed the dredge pit as well when we got being sent in there, so...
You destroyed the entire dredge pit.
No, we completed the task of killing all the dredge, yeah.
Right, well, I've seen quite lesser demons succeeding in that. Destroying the entire dredge pit, well, that would have been really bad for you At least you are lucky that my brother is no longer alive. In that case, he would have gotten on the case as well. Quite frankly, I am awestruck. I don't know what to do about you. This is ridiculous. Everything you've told me, it's so ridiculous. I can't even make sense of it all. You come here unknowing, presumably.
Yeah.
Servants of Malphas, or servants of a servant of Malphas, that doesn't really matter. Your friend who brought you here and was going to bring you out, your friend, got captured while you were busy working for me and doing whatever it is you've been doing here in the city. Then you go. What did you say you did? Did you talked to favored Ejar?
Yeah,
You managed to confess that you were working with this individual. This Suffos, was it?
Yep.
This is ridiculous, truly is. So you confess that you're working with an enemy of the state, thus making you enemies of the state. And you petitioned to have him released, is that it?
Yep.
Right.
I didn't know this, of course, though.
No. I don't care. I've already told you. I don't care if you know it or not. It doesn't matter to me.
Great.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do next. I quite frankly don't know.
You help us get out, or
Oh, I
else
most definitely don't do that.
you help us get out, because otherwise we're just gonna be running around this whole place for ages, escaping.
No, you won't be escaping for ages. You will be caught and you will be dead soon.
No, I won't. I'm Captain Storm, eh?
No, I don't think that is how things work around here. You being Captain Storm doesn't give you some sort of street cred that just lets you run away. And neither do I think you're particularly skilled enough to escape from the Demon Lord. Especially not the mightiest Demon Lord in the
She's gonna go after me?
Oh, I don't know. If my mother gets angry enough, she might.
Exactly, but she won't. So we'll just...
Well, you did anger one of her favored. That's not a good look.
Why didn't I just challenge you and become one of the favored?
I'm not one of the favored.
Oh, yeah, right. Trick. Assistant to... Can he upstairs? No, in the other pointed star help us? I forget names very easily. Wait, let me think.
Favored Artefemos.
Artefemos.
My
yeah.
master.
Yep.
He can help you. Of course he can.
He can.
Of course.
But the question is, will he?
Why don't you go figure out? He's already intrigued by you, by the way. He knows about you all.
Perfect.
Been keeping an eye on you, as a matter of fact.
What?
He's quite good at those things.
He's
probably going to be the first person that Ejar goes to, though, when he wants to really find you.
Oh, well, then I don't have much time here, yeah? I will go... Will the purple thing still keep me out?
Oh, I suppose that depends on how intrigued Artefemos really is. He doesn't tell me everything. I'm just a second in command. You could view me as his assistant, but it's a very glorified position.
Thank you for your contribution.
Don't thank me. I will be looking when they execute
really,
you.
then? I will say, this is the last time you will see me.
No, it's not. I will see you at your execution.
There will be no execution. Good luck in your future endeavors. I will head out and never come to the abyss again.
Tick-tock. The clock is getting ever later.
I turn around and start jogging down the stairs.
You see, just as you start moving, this Eldritch Blast that she was charging just blasts into the floor behind you. You start hurrying down. As you get to like the bottom of the tower, you see, to your surprise, Dara and this Furbolg
And the fur.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, no, that's true. And she's
And
disguised.
also,
What did you...
Storm,
we're different.
what are you doing?
What did she say?
Mortals!
What did she say?
What? Oh.
I mean, you would have
Storm.
seen him turn into the
Lads.
furball.
Yeah, right. See, that just surprised me for a second. We're going to Artifemos.
You sure about that?
Turning to
Sure,
yourself.
we can do that then.
She
Yeah.
said that he might be able to help us, and that is like maybe our last shot, or releasing Sappho's, but
Well, I'm kind of in more of the releasing Cephals of the very simple reason is because I have all my stuff there.
oh,
How are we
why
supposed-
don't you have your stuff?
I was
What you-
imprisoned
Ah, yeah, right.
and they took my stuff.
Well, we can check with Artifemos if we can get your stuff back.
Fucking hell, let's do this now.
Go up to Artifemos.
It's in another tower.
I mean, the towers are close to each other, though.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
I think that's where we're gonna have to end, though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Since Sam needs to leave. Guess we're in for another session here. I didn't think
Love
we were.
you.
I told Marcus in the break that I thought you were gonna get out of here relatively quickly today, but apparently not.
No, apparently not, indeed.
I low-key expected you to be out by the break, so
What? How? Oh my god.
there would have been a way. I mean, it would have required some like proper execution of things, but it would have been
Exactly.
definitely
Get
possible.
Quite
captured?
possible.
Hell no. There was two ways. Getting him, speaking to him, and what is it called? Övertala?
convince,
Convince, persuade him to letting him go. That seemed impossible now after this, or get captured, and that's not really what anyone wants. Especially by him. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. What a session.
Well, yeah.
Well, no matter
I-
what happens, Dara has nothing.
I hope you weren't too bored for like 75% of this. It was basically
No,
like
of
watching the
course
stream, I guess.
Of course not. Clicking down all the links to new characters.
It's like, do I want to play a sorcerer? Alright, well, at least Dara managed to escape.
Yeah. That
All the
teleport
guards
away
had -1
invisibility.
intelligence, so...
Hey,
No.
teleport away invisibility usually works when you have a good deception.
Yeah. I mean, it still seemed to think that you were in there, though.
Shh.
Well,
Well,
let's...
I wasn't in there anymore. It's probably
No.
still thinks I'm in there.
Maybe. It's probably
Relax.
torn down the entire penitentiary by now. You just see like the entire building just collapsing in the distance. All right, well let's end the session there.
Yeah, good session.
It was just chaotic, but I think it was pretty fun.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, well maybe you'll get out next time, or else the entire campaign is just gonna end up being an abyssal campaign.
Yep.
Yep. Might as well start out of the Abyss module.
Like the entire campaign is just
wait.
gonna be you in Eschaton, slowly like taking down person after person until you're ready to like defeat Apollyon herself.
Time to learn Abyssal.
I mean, hey, you know, the best way to learn the language is by being surrounded by the culture and the and native speakers, and
So
there's
maybe
really a lack of that here.
Well, there's another way we can do this. We level up until we're level 14, and one of us takes plane shift.
lovely idea.
Oh wait, it's
one
pretty
of us.
higher.
One of you two.
I mean,
Yeah.
just another 47 more sessions. And,
Yeah.
maybe it'll be like level 14 by then. Okay. Anyway, thanks to all the viewers for watching.
Yes.
And we'll see you soon. See you next week. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Okay.